What's good, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the PlayStation Tournament's Fight Nights with Dragon Ball FighterZ. The MCs, as per usual, hosting the festivities, myself, Wrench, along with Jake Ryan, repping the Dragon Ball from head to toe. What's good, fam?
I'm doing good. I'm ready to summon the dragon as we unleash the beast today in this top 8 that we're going to be seeing here. We're getting the cream of the crop of the matches that we are going to be having, and we're going to go ahead and get into a little bit of where you can watch the rest of the action. Because if you haven't watched before, if you go to YouTube right now, we've got an amazing set of matches that you can watch from the previous week, the week before. There's like a similar winner in all of them for Dragon Ball. I think his name is Danny. He's in the top 8 again this time, but that's where you're going to catch all the VODs for every single game that we've been playing here and all the other games that are coming up at the bottom down there as well. So don't miss out on the YouTube action, because just because you're watching us on Twitch right now doesn't mean that you can't catch any of the action that we saw in last tournament. Was insane. Same thing with the Road to Evo. Like, if you got to see either of those in the matches, like they were hype. They were all hype, and it was the one week where we thought Danny was going to falter, and it didn't end up happening. The timeline restored itself, Rich.
Yeah, my man Danny, he cannot be taken down, you know what I'm saying? So I love seeing it 100%. He, as per usual, is just unstoppable, and he's in the bracket, as you mentioned, but there's a bunch of heavy hitters here today that I'm looking forward to watching.
Yeah, and, you know, these players got to play in a certain way. Like we said, we already did the open qualifiers to the top 8. This is a double elimination, typical par for the course of tournaments, and it is going to be best of 3. So if you win 2, you move on until you get to the top 3, where it's 3 out of 5. That's what everybody's asking for in Street Fighter 6. But right now, we're going to do 3 out of 5 for the top 3 of Dragon Ball FighterZ. And what are these players win? Like, are they just playing for fun? What's going on?
Never that, never that. You know, it's business to be handled here. We got the top 4 payout. First place getting a clean $200. Second place with the 150. Third with the 100, and fourth 50. So you got to get in that upper echelon of results to get paid out today. That's why the fun and games are going to stop at a certain point, and we're going to need to cash in that money.
And we're going to see which players are strong enough and gotten to this top 8 so far to move on towards those money. And one of them's trying to take home 2 Benjis, and usually it is DM Danny, but the rest of the roster we're seeing here, Toxic Devilish, a wonderful returning face, versus Muzan. I'm actually curious here, because I saw the title Muzan, and I know that one of our players usually goes as like Muzan in-game, so I'm curious if it's a familiar face that we have. Obviously, Randy Powers, 12 on the other side, versus Juniper, no berries, all blast. That's what we're looking for, the T special. Talk to me about that lower side, because that looks that's a terrifying bottom side. Jesus, I just realized what I'm looking at.
Most definitely right here. We got Critical Strike in the building, who has been putting bodies in bags here at the Fight Nights for some time now, going up against the reigning, defending champion, DM Danny, always the favorite in whatever bracket he enters. Gish and Ryu as well. That's going to be a banger to close out the round 1 of the upper bracket. I'm loving what I'm seeing here today.
Dude, I feel like Danny is going to bring home his 7th. He could bring home his 7th win today. It's like, do you summon Shenrai on IRL after you get that? You win 7 Fight Nights, and the Dragon Balls are just bestowed upon you for Dragon Ball FighterZ. It might just happen. Also, Gish and Ryu fighting each other in round 1 is just so tough. And then I believe Critical Strike is also Nova Picasso, if I'm not mistaken. So that is going to be, that's the young gun right there. Rocking the lab coat even after the changes and showing great progress with it. And all these players, you know, they come together at the PlayStation tournaments. You know, that's where they come in. That's where you have to look and sign up, because you can compete as well. It's open qualifiers. Like, I could enter, Ringe can enter. We don't want to take these spots. You know, we take down Danny, dispatch him real quick, wipe our hands, be like, yep, easy stuff. But we're sitting on the sidelines. We're going to talk about it. You know, the experts from the top. It's like we're the Zenos, and we're looking at the universes battling for our entertainment. And that's exactly where you can go, compete.playstation.com. And if you want to talk about the matches, like, oh, man, Danny just beat the hell out of me, where am I going to go? I got to go to the Discord to ask Danny for some tips. Be like, hey, why is Gotenks so strong? And be like, well, he's a tiny character, and he goes, heh. And that's all you need. He's got Ghost, and can you hit Ghost? I can't hit Ghost Range. I think that's a 10-0 matchup. Me versus Ghost? Terrifying.
That's what I'm saying. They're not corporeal. Like, you can't actually physically contact them. So again, whenever people try to swing into them, you see what happens. They end up taking all that psychic, spiritual damage, get popped up as well. And I mean, you already know how Gotenks gets down after that.
Dude, we're trying to throw hands, and the Ghost is throwing hands. It's not the same. It's just not the same. Their hands are coming off, and all the breaks are coming off as we get into our first match of the night. That's going to be one hell of a match. Like we said, on the top side of the bracket, looking at everything. If you want to see the bracket once again, it's on my Twitter. Go ahead and look at that. But Toxic Devilish is going to be our first competitor. Florida versus the world here. That is what we're going to see here. It's Florida with a domination from Mexico.
I feel like that's a common mentality amongst the Florida base anyway, right? Like people already be coming for them. They're already really quick to criticize Florida. So I feel like that mentality is kind of built in if you live there. So I can see Toxic Devilish. He's built for the Fight Nights to be that representative.
He's just built to fight the Florida slander. He's like, I will defeat the rest of the world, and he's gonna have to fight, Muzan on the other side. King of the Demons right here. Let's see if they're demon rank, like for the lore. That's actually godlike. This is reps. Muzan, my man's going to the gym. All right, that's how you get them demon reps. Straight from Mexico. Like I said, Florida versus Mexico. It's Florida versus the world.
The demon reps are a real thing, by the way. Sometimes you gotta channel the negative energy and you expel it through lifting weights at the gym. Like that is a very real thing.
That is my reps expansion. It's like a domain expansion, but for my repage. Exactly. That's what we're doing. We're gonna see which of these players shines true as we get into this match. Once again, it is 2 out of 3. It's going to be Muzan versus the likes of Toxic Devilish. And Devilish did really well the last time we were able to see him. I believe it was the Goku Black that we were seeing before. Hopefully we get to see a little bit more of that. And again, the meta has continued to shake up and get even more interesting. I think just from today's Wanted, we got to see SSJ Vegeta just really put on a clinic because of the changes he's received. He's such a cool character now. They gave him sauce. It's like, oh, in my air string, I do JH in the middle of the combo, call my consecutive energy blast, like follow up, call the energy blast again, and I'm like, I feel like anime Vegeta. This is lit. Same thing with Goku. He's just like throwing a beam downwards. You re-jump, you throw another beam. He punches the hell out of you. You have a great time. So we got to see some SSJ Vegeta.
I do applaud them for like the remixes on the things that have been in the game since day one, right? Like those are the characters that really put on a display of Dragon Ball Fighters and the specific mechanics that go on in the game, like with the Ki Blast, the way the beams work and stuff like that. So the fact that they remixed them a bit, giving these characters a more open style, I mean, that's exactly what I want.
And like, we took away his top one assist. Let's give him some cool energy blast combos. And I'm like, absolutely, yes, sir. I will cancel out a DP, become my favorite player, Hook Gang God, and DP the Super Dash. That's what we're trying to do here. Hopefully we get to see some of that. Obviously, character choices are changing, and as we get closer to EVO, I feel like people are really solidifying which teams they're trying to play. We've been seeing a lot of discussion around the strength of Jiren, the strength of Baby, the strength of Ginyu, Krillin. All these characters are just... I don't even want to talk about Ginyu. When I see that character, I have a heart attack every time. I'm like, wow, this purple man's trying to get at my body. This is not a good time.
Yeah, exactly. He is trying to violate you in ways not thought possible, unfathomable in our realm, but in the world of Dragon Ball, very, very real. So yeah, I mean, Ginyu is one of those characters that's always a menace. He's just grown more and more gremlin-like as the stage of Dragon Ball Fighters has progressed, and he is at his most gremlin now. So if anybody that has had investment in him is still playing him now, I mean, this is the time for them to shine, right?
The stonks are going all the way up, and we're going to see how our stonks are. Toxic Devilish on player one side, going to be fighting Muzan for our first match of the PlayStation Fight Nights tournament here for Dragon Ball Fighters. And there it is, the Goku Black on the side of Devilish, rocking 2 meter nerf characters as well. You have to remember that. And then on the other side, a team a la Danny a little bit. You got the Cell and the Labco, put a little UI Goku in the middle. You got yourself a perfect Android sandwich.
Oh. All right, before we get into this match, yes or no, you've hit a PR to a demon rep.
A PR, yeah, exactly. When you hit that dirty demon rep, it's like, dude, it's over.
Okay, so you have. All right, that's what I wanted to hear. Now we're gonna get into the winner's side, round 1. This is the top match. You haven't missed a damn thing if you're tuning in right now. So I'm looking forward to this one again. Toxic Devilish going at it up against Moves On. Rocking the pink Cell too. I don't see that too much. I like the look. Feel the cam in the building.
Dude, I am loving the pink Cell. Big Barbie fan myself. Let's see if Cell is Canuck. That's what we're going to be figuring out right now.
Most definitely. You know he ordered the shirt.
Exactly.
At the very least.
Dude, I have the hoodie. It's over. I got the Dragon Ball hoodie and everything, and we got the mix-ups. Perfect attack. Jeez.
The perfect attack. Protect your neck to open it up. Man, doing mad damage here. He's trying to get to that level 3, and he does so, but drops it at the very end. The Goku Black gonna live because of it. He already used that wall bounce.
Yeah, Toxic Devilish getting out of dodge for free there. Active switch. We are scrambling right now. Breakfast service I thought was over, but you know what? Eggs all over the place. Can't get a spark if you don't crack a few eggs. And wonderful extension here from Musan. Getting to sell out. A little bit of health as well. And the health management has been good from Toxic Devilish so far, but this Oki situation can change everything.
It felt like Toxic Devilish got a little flustered. Like, he didn't expect the Muzan to come out of the gate so hot, right? So once he got some room to breathe, he really scrambled to get the Janemba in. The Janemba took some damage too. Finally has stabilized a bit with the Zamasu, but right now gonna have to hold the spin into the assist. The stand load for the God side switch as well. Muzan looking clean.
Yeah, not building any bar, but you're not able to see that standing low because of the rising heat there. It's so difficult. And the B assist comes in just enough block stun to go for the super dash 50-50. So difficult to deal with. Not going to be building bar here, but I do believe that we are going to be building towards a kill. No, not enough meter, and just shy of the damage, so just goes for a cheeky little reset. Gets the spark. I think that's a win.
Yeah, most definitely. It's got to be a little bit frustrating for Muzan at this point because he's got multiple characters on death's door. Like, they just need one combo, but finally finds a hit. And this is going to restore all that frustration. It's going to turn into confidence right now as he kills off the first character on Toxic Devilish's side. Yeah,
bleeding across the board, too. That's going to be the most difficult part because now, with the right touch, especially from Cell and the new beam extensions that he has, you could die here on the Janemba from one touch. Even if Muzan is willing to like spend the spark, that might be the determining factor. But God, if that rolling crush connected, that was a dead Janemba. Now he put in Goku Black. It's an even worse situation.
Oh, just the jump back, and he's big chilling after that.
Oh,
yo, that elbow in the face. Muzan cutting Toxic Devilish's path off at every turn.
Maybe in full to super dash, but my man ran up with the not even the people's elbow. He just got the standing elbow right there. Standing ovation from Cell. Super happy about his own performance. You think he's the kind of guy that claps for himself?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Right, Barry Horowitz pat on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice conversion right there, just ducking the 21 attack and able to convert for a full combo.
Now we're locked down. Janem beats once again. See exactly what we can do here. Did he have the spacing to steal the corner? Nah, not going to opt for it. Thought the spin was coming out. That's why we saw the 2H there, but no biting from the side of Muzan. And the whiff reflects. That should be a wrap here because the meter build is not going to be nerfed as long as the spark is continuing. And oh, it just ran out at the perfect time. I think he might survive. Let's see. It's going to be so close, and that drop determines it.
Yeah, I think the Dragon Rush extension would actually connect would have killed off, but doesn't matter. Moves on in a very controlling position at that point. Catches the key blast into the confirm, and that's one game to the Demon.
Yeah, really strong game there, too, from Muzan, because a lot of it was Toxic Devilish trying to run away, rotate his characters, and sustain. And there was, like, that's a good strategy, right? But you have to be able to also deal those hits back. And Toxic Devilish never really got that opportunity. Never got the conversions off the hits we were seeing. So Muzan was winning out on every single trade. Battle of attrition heavily in their favor. Got the spark first, got the first character, and after that, it all came tumbling down for Devilish, in the first game at least.
Indeed, indeed. So, again, he really felt like he got caught off guard early on. Like, he just felt uncomfortable from the outset because of how much Muzan was just overwhelming him with his own offense. So that's why I see this pause in the action right now. I definitely think Toxic Devilish is taking a moment, making sure that he's composed going to the next game, and even switching up the team heavily. We got Goku GT.
Jesus.
I haven't seen this character since Nam, bro.
So this character actually is pretty good. We got to see a great display of the GT Goku today in Wanted. Shoutouts to Damascus. This character is saucy as hell right now, Ringe. I kid you not. Okay. The beam extensions and what you're able to do, and like you use pogo momentum to pick up into a beam into like a super dash, and it's hype as hell. The rat is eaten again. All right, Remy is back in the kitchen. That is what we're seeing right here.
I would have liked to see him get off right now, but moves on. Oh no, the small body, bro.
You gotta remember, I haven't fought this guy in years. How do I? You're not practicing your combos on the small bodies anymore because Kid Buu and GT aren't the problem.
I forgot how small he was, bro. It is actually like so jarring to see him again. Like, wow.
He's small as hell, and that's a big part that people forgot about. Like, his character got a little bit of strength back, and it's terrifying because, like, I can't catch him right now.
Yeah, we were talking about Go Tanks, right?
Yeah.
And, like, the ability to catch him right now. The GC Goku in that same spot, but moves on. He does not let the drops get to him. He still maintains control overhead for the kill.
All is equal in the corner. That is the truth.
Yeah, the great equalizer.
Tried to act a little bit too early. I wonder if it was a spin against the Key Blast and it just didn't come out. And the 5LL, this character's still really good. Really
good. Yeah. I love me some Vegeta 4 too.
I know, I'm a red monkey and I'm proud.
Look at the way he's been approaching. He was so calm, cool, and collected when he got the stand L on the air tech. Right there, too, just walking towards the corner. You don't see much walking in New Dragon Ball.
Dude, I swear. I mean, maybe it's a little bit of Street Fighter influence, because I definitely be walking towards people now. But I think that might be a personal problem. And we got some problems in the corner here. Toxic Devilish may be walking confidently, but he's going to be falling dreadfully straight down to just the Janemba and Anchor. Remember, 75% meter penalty here. It's going to be quite difficult to play this character from a deficit, but the sparking is available as well. So.
True. Janemba has got a little bit better of an opportunity, and wow, that command grab landed in the scramble. Come back to the full screen, though. We're just going to let the assist build back.
Dude, and I love this from Muzan. He's staying full screen, does the deep inhale in. It's like Goku's preparing for a fight. It may be a counter, but it definitely feels bad to see my man inhale completely, and you're like, I can't touch him.
The orb spin catches him again. We saw it during the block string with the last character, catching the jump out now. Been really utilizing that well, whether it be the neutral or block strings. It's interesting.
Dude, his Key Blast fidget spinner is really doing work right now. I am absolutely loving it. And now the full extension, meter positive here, by the way, on that EX. That's why a lot of players will always go for it and get that bar right on back. Right on back to the corner. I feel like Toxic Devilish is going to need to sign a lease for that position pretty soon, but able to escape. Nice stagger pressure, but the drop, and it doesn't matter. Oh my god, gets the spark, but I don't know.
I think he was trying to spark quick enough to
kill.
Yeah, for the explosion to actually connect, but it didn't. Doesn't matter though. 2H on the other side. Oh, side switch just for the funsies. Moves on. Dominating fashion to open up PlayStation tournaments.
Yeah, moves on. It was just control the entire time. Not much else to say there. Toxic Devilish, every single time he got a hit, there's a lot of dropped opportunities, and I think that was the biggest part. If Toxic was able to confirm on maybe one or two of those hits, character dies, changes the pace of the game, and then maybe we have a different score on the scoreboard. But that's how the cookie crumbles. That is how the apple falls from the tree, and that is going to be it for our first match of the PlayStation Fight Nights. All right, you can't fight gravity, man. That's the chamber. Like, when you're training at 300 times, that's difficult, and that's Florida to Mexico for you.
Yeah, most definitely, Brian. You could see the Mexico contingent always ready for the Fight Nights. They'll do it in whatever connection necessary. And yeah, man, they are out in full force as per usual. So moves on, going to be our first qualifier in that quarterfinal side of things. Or I guess the semifinal side of things, excuse me.
Yeah, I know. Feels like we've been here all day, Wrench. We watched the entire open qualifier, and they're just moving on up. And now, yeah, our next match, we're still getting it ready, but we can talk about it a little bit. Randy RP, returning player as well. I haven't actually seen anything from Juniper. I think that's going to be our first new face that we have. And I lied. That match is going to be up later because we are so excited to watch Critical Strike and Danny fight it out. Like, I had to skip ahead because that's just how hype it is. And Ivan is ready to go. Critical 0221, can you do something for me? That's what I'm looking for from you, Critical Strike. All right, you got to stay up to the age and make sure you do something on the screen. Because we only saw Danny go to losers once, and that was last week. Is it going to be Freaky Friday and we're going to get a repeat? Who knows?
Nah, I want to see that. It feels like the universe knows the lore, though, doesn't it? Like, I don't remember the last time we didn't get Danny in one of the first two matches on Fight Nights, and he was scheduled for the third match, and the universe was like, no, he is going in one of the first two matches. He is the champ after all. But yeah, Critical Strike's going to be in his way. We believe this to be also Nova Picasso in an alias. I mean, we'll see what the Dragon Ball FighterZ in-game name says. But either way, we've seen him before. Danny, as we've talked about, if you're familiar with the Fight Nights, needs no introduction. Like 5-6-time champ, as you mentioned. He's going to be going for the 7th title very soon, and he's just one of the best I've ever seen play the game.
He's just trying to get more titles than he has fingers, man. All right, he needs them rings, and he needs
the Bill Russell status.
He's got to double them up. He's got to look like, you know, Homer when he's decked out in all the gold and he has all the rings and everything. That's what Danny's trying to look like for Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball, because he's won multiple for both Fight Nights, which is wild. That's not normal. That is actually something that is incredibly hard to do across games. Danny is the exceptional abnormal gamer, all right? He can play anime and then also anime adjacent.
Yeah, 100%, man. It's really cool to see just the talent of fighting game players, right? And how they kind of translate their skills from game to game. And different games require different things to bring out to showcase your strengths and weaknesses. And the way he's kind of going back and forth between Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball, especially here at the PlayStation tournaments. I mean, unprecedented, I'm pretty sure, in terms of PlayStation tournaments.
Yeah.
I don't think we've really seen anybody else do that, like winning multiple games around the same time. So really cool to see, and it just shows why he's the favorite going into this.
I gotta see Cuddlecore come over from Tekken and just show up 1 week for Dragon Ball. Maybe it happens. She's like, yeah, I'm just playing Dragunov in Dragon Ball. You know, just slap him in there. He'll fit right into the color scheme. You know, the palette, gray on gray. You know, it just works just fine. No chainsaws on their arms, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, this is gonna be, I'd say, a pretty good set that we have coming up. Obviously, I want to see Danny implement some of the new Gotenks stuff that we've been seeing. If you've been watching Zane and a couple other players, he's got some insane rejumps, and they're easier to execute. And I think Gotenks is like top 3 in the game. I honestly think people forgot. All right, I feel like it's forgot about tanks. That's what the song is going to be called.
So this patch also buffed Danny. That's what you're telling me.
In
addition to him already winning a bunch of the tournaments, he's also been buffed.
It's like when the French were winning, and they're like, let's just make Vegito stronger. Like that. And they're just like, wow, that's a great idea. And look at Gotenks on the other side, Rimuru Tempest. I'm not sure if this is an Overgazo. I think this is just Critical Strike.
Okay.
I may have gotten
Critical Strike.
Yeah, but again, Critical Strike, playing, I think, like 2 top 3 characters right there, and then putting a barrier behind it. This team is obnoxious. I need to see how obnoxious. Oh my god, that's why it's obnoxious. That's guard point and key blast and oh, we're doing tournament DRs? All right.
It's like that.
It's like
my man just coming out. He's trying to make Danny uncomfortable off the rib, and more importantly, see how disciplined Danny's going to be here in Game 1, because that's what this team is going to require majorly.
Dude, it's time to alien up, all right? We got the news today.
Yeah.
Critical Strike.
Literally, it's time.
Critical Strike said, I understand the assignment. What's my
like, I've been preparing for this moment.
I showed up precisely when I needed to.
Oh,
it's
man,
time
all right.
to alien up.
Lab code here.
Oh,
making
no,
the most work. Yeah. Unfortunate, not going to give Critical Strike another chance here. Let's see if he goes with the counter and reflect nothing. Just caught him down, back in with the command grab, puts him back into the corner with it. Put him 1 strike away from death.
Ooh, I like that cheeky little reset right there. Knew they weren't going to build the meter because of the penalties, but hitting the last touch of the C assist is rough here, and now Critical Strike is going to be sustaining some damage on the inferior android. 21 is 4 more than 17, all right? And I think that's a big difference. I don't know what 4 means in power in that universe, but that's what it is, man.
And Critical Strike, and use the guard cancel, get out of the key blast, not respected, I should say the beam. Danny, though, holstering the vanish.
Wow.
Critical Strike gonna let it rip, though, as he finds the scream.
Here's the thing, though. Like, in the newest patch, you could just super dash there. So I think that's muscle memory fighting against Critical Strike.
Yeah.
You hit that beam, you're like, I'm in there. Ooh, nice air-to-air. Wow.
Indeed, going up and catching the recovery of the beam. You'll see that often. A small body of Gotenks able to dodge it entirely. Perfect, like, timing spacing on the super jump as well.
Yeah, catching the recovery of that beam is not easy.
Critical Strike again. Yeah, both players backing up in the neutral right now, but with the 2-assist advantage. He's still getting locked down by Danny the first time. Doesn't turn around on the air dash button, but it doesn't matter. Catches him with a stand low on the other side.
Yeah, neck broken right there. It wasn't even a reflect, no mash, because we didn't see a counter hit. It's a Critical Strike. Just got a little bit crossed up on the sticks. Gonna be knocked down here. Danny gets this hit. It's dead even. Just about. Nice spark. I like that. Keep the team alive, especially because you already have the character lead. Oh!
thought I was fading and away. Nah, I'm coming right back in. People's elbow finding its mark.
He didn't super jump there, so he wasn't able to get the right extension. Super jump will automatically correct you to jump the right way. So really unfortunate drop right there. But Critical Strike back on the Gotenks, feeling healthy. Full screen super dash, super neutral into the eyes. My God.
And this Gotenks is the character that's been doing work for him too. Catching it early. Oh, the goal. Styles P. It's good times for Critical Strike.
Oh, yeah. Send them all out. Immediately dealt with. Dispatch. Oh, man. The spin to win is not its former glory. It's faster, but it's not as furious. It'll lose to beams. I think that's happened the whole time, but not able to escape in time. Critical Strike taking another level 3 knockdown, and because the Spark is still active, this will be a kill if he gets in touch.
All right, most definitely. What
was that?
Yeah, it looked. I don't even know what.
He went for Galactic Donut on Wake Up. I'm not.
Oh, is that what it was?
I'm not 100% sure. That had to be a misinput. There's no way.
Yeah.
He's like, watch this crazy setup.
I know, right? Like, he's labbed this out as a wake-up option in some scenarios, if only. But Danny, he's the one that's in the lab. He's got the code for it, brother. 4 bars on deck as well. That's another character in the grave.
Yeah, this level 3 not gonna have the most scaling in the world. So, goodbye, Jiren. Bye, Jiren. No, he lived with a pixel. That super sucks, but it doesn't matter. The overhead punches gets the job done. 3 bars in a dream. Can 17 make it happen? It looked so good for Critical Strike at the beginning, but Danny slowed it down, and I think that's where he excels the most. He can always figure out your tempo and make it your weakness instead of a strength.
100%, man. That's a big part of like one-on-one competitions, right? Is finding the tempo, the rhythm, the pace that your opponent likes to play at. And I think that's why Danny has found so much success, even when we see him drop down to the loser's bracket like he did last week. Just the games of intel matter so much more to him than it seems like everybody else. And even here, he didn't even have to go a full game. He just lost 1 character and was like, okay, I've identified the speed at which you're playing, and I know how to counter it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and slow that one down. Let's just make sure that we're playing it cautious around here. And I like that too, like stuffing a lot of options, having reflex in the right moments. Critical Strike really started overextending, and Danny smelt the blood in the water. So really good.
Yes, he always does.
Somehow, dude. I don't know what's going on. All right, he is like he's like Jason Statham in the latest movie called The Meg. He's fighting that shark, man. All right, he knows what's going on. He's finishing it off. He has that determination for whatever reason.
You been in the theaters lately?
Mr. Dan.
Like,
no, I saw that
a lot of movies.
while I was getting my hair cut. It was on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It was on Netflix, so I was like, this is amazing. This is a good...
I randomly saw a Hot Tub Time Machine for the first time the other day.
That movie's gas.
Yeah, ridiculous movie. I had a good time for sure.
You're like, what is going on?
So we're going to see right now if Danny continues to have his good time, or Critical Strike and can put it into that, send him back when he wasn't as good at Dragon Ball. Hopefully show him something different. And we do see something different for Critical Strike, actually. The Goku Blue in the roster.
Yeah, switching over to the Goku Blue, getting rid of the Gotenks here. And I don't believe the lab coat was on the roster last time. I mean, we didn't really get to see it play, so that'll happen. Let's go right into this one. Danny, again, playing it pretty slow. Feeling pretty good. Yeah, it was the Jiren. It was the Jiren before.
Yeah, that's right. The alien.
And the alien was doing it for us. Like, he's the one who got the character. He got the huge setup, made it all happen. I don't know where. I think you should have just ran the team again, from my perspective. But then again, I'm gonna see what Critical Strike is cooking.
Yeah, it's the Danny factor too, right? I feel like you just kind of get pressured more playing against him. You might want to switch up things a little bit preemptively than you would up against other people just because of the caliber of player he is. Drops it. That was so much damage left on the table, unfortunately.
Dude, I feel like that is the tail of the tape most of the time when people are fighting Danny. They'll get these great hits and then these drops, and Danny, it's just that level that he's at. It's like, okay, cool. You hit me more, but I didn't drop my food on the ground, man. I don't have to go do another order. This is great.
Yeah. It's been known as many things in our community from time to time. You know, I mean, the Wong factor, the Chris jitters. You know, we've seen a lot of it.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
The throwback right there. But you know, it's kind of the yips, and where you kind of lose a little bit of confidence, and you end up dropping things where you normally wouldn't.
Yeah, and it can become a slippery slope here. That's why I try to tell people to play with nameplates off in your head.
Yes, that's a good way to
sure. That overhead was gross. You couldn't see it. And now Critical Strike only going to be seeing the corner. Once again, Danny is signing leases. He wants to make sure that you feel comfortable in your new home. Let's see what happens.
Nice reflect on the vanish. Not going to give him the free plus frames. Oh, couldn't punish on the landing from the key blast.
Yeah. Ooh, nice overhead connects too. Yeah, not able to jail off the vanish there, but still, vertical strike coming out on top here into the.
Spin on him. What we doing next? Ooh, I like that. Good block from Danny though. Regardless, little moon jump was cute.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh my elbow drop. Macho Man cream of the crop status on that one.
I'm gonna show you what I've been working on in the lab.
Danny, you don't even need 3 minutes to get rid of this body.
Seconds. That was good. That was a good one right there. And now Danny in a very convincing lead here. And one of the main parts too is because the battery is gone on the side of Critical Strike's team, right? Like 17's gonna. Oh!
That was clean though. That was clean though.
All right, Critical. I understand. You're a gamer. That was a gamer 5L on the Super Dash, and that was not a gamer vanish. This is.
He used up all his gamer juice with the air to air.
It's like when you wipe the sweat from your brow, and you're like, phew. You only got one mix-up hit, and it's like you got to play the rest of the game, bro. What's going on? Just like that, Danny with a 2-character lead. No bar on this Goku minus the one he just built for being the last character. This is one hell of a hill.
It was definitely like that Melania deep breath. You're like, all right,
Yeah.
I did it. And then it was a second phase, and you're like, okay. I see how it is.
Danny appears.
It's like, my gamer juice is gone, bro. I can't beat this on the first try.
I can't do it again. My mimic tears ran out. What am I going to do? I don't have any assist. How am I going to win? That's exactly what it... Oh,
Yeah.
the run under.
Okay,
Dude,
wait a minute. No ashes necessary? Just straight point guard?
Ah!
Oh, the command grab. He's going to make this a 1v1 battle. Damn, the little hit at the end, too.
All right. Yeah, that was
splits.
This immediately turned around. One run. Oh, my God. He did the shoulder tackle. The net play special.
The net play special, baby.
The
You got to
strongest.
utilize it. You got to show those options.
The day one. Oh, my God. He...
Oh, he confirmed it. That was so sick. Oh, my Lord.
Bro, he whip punished the perfect attack by IEDing over, and he got the link of the JM into the 5L.
Bro.
That was insane. Oh my God.
Like, I felt like time slowed down, and I was like, if he connect, like, I saw the 5M, and I saw him drop to the ground, and I was like, if he connects this right now, I'm gonna lose it. And then he did. Oh, that was so clean.
Damn, that was actually all right. That dude, when you see like a beautiful play in fighting games, you get like that little bit of tingle, like the goosebumps. Definitely, that just happened right there. That was
I
sick.
feel it running up my spine right now.
Oh, that was good. That was that's the type of confirm where you're like, that one's going in the wheel right there. I'm a gamer. We thought the gamer juice ran out, bro. He was like, he's like, dude, it wasn't the bottle of juice named gamer. It was just a cup of water, man. All right, it was inside you all along.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say. It's not the juice of the gamer, it's the gamer of the juice. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we got to see. The highest levels of sweat at the end there with the Goku Blue. And now going into this last game, Danny not changing anything up, and obviously this side of Critical Strike not allowed to change anything up. We might see Danny go to losers. That's hard to come back from. Like, that's a very slippery slope, especially if you lose this point war. But we don't lose point wars. We connect with beams.
Exactly. You know how Danny gets down, man. He's got the composure of a champion, and that's exactly what he's trying to do right now. Stabilize the neutral and then puts the dirty mix on her. You were concerned about left, right, high, low, but you can be concerned about dropping these combos.
Oh, my God.
It's fine. It's fine. The C assist for the easy alley-oop. Kill him off.
Dude, the C assist is putting in overtime right now. Goodness. It's like when the alley-oop was first invented. From semi-pro with Will Ferrell, he invented that. It was insane.
True.
Absolutely nuts. The success rate of that shot, that's why Danny is succeeding right here. Full bars and full level 3. Has half a bar to extend into the rolling crush 50-50. I think he baits the spark here. Oh, my God.
Oh, he does indeed. Back-cracking action. Goku Blue. Man, he is fighting to live right now, but that level 1's going to kill him off. My goodness.
All right, Range. So now you can turn to page 4 of the script as we get into this next character situation. So this is where Critical Strike makes the 3v1 comeback of the century. No, I'm kidding. So just be ready. There's going to be a super dash that changes the entire course of the game, and this is where it starts.
A meta-defining super dash.
Exactly. Just like the meta-defining pickup, and now we're gonna get the most out of this level 3. I think Danny should spark here, keep the entire team order alive. No, and that's a meta-defining super. No, I'm kidding.
Android 17, though, he's ready for any and everything right there. What a cancel from Critical Strike. He's emptying the bank, but 21 and Cell bleeding heavily. Now face the spark himself slides on in. Oh my goodness, Critical Strike.
Take notes, fellas. That's how the DMs get slid into.
100%.
See, that's how the
no! 2H, he didn't confirm it though. That would have been a dead lap coat.
Oh my goodness.
He respected the C assist, but didn't respect the low after. Oh.
Had BM Danny on the ropes. Drop the momentum. This is where it gets rough. Again, Danny doesn't have a level 3 to keep the knockdown going. Oh, tried to get the. Oh my god!
Yo, this fella's air-to-airs are kind of bonkers, bro.
And especially against Labco. Like, she is more than welcome to spin in the air. Critical Strike has had no fear. I thought he was going to beat the finger guns right there.
I thought he was going to punish the 2S like on the landing 100%.
He's like, yeah, that's some scrub stuff. Get that out of there. One hit and a dream. Don't die to the 6S.
Oh, the key blast is connecting Danny right here. Oh, catches him key blasting himself. Way to hold on to that set. It was looking a little scary for him towards the end. We were looking for Critical Strike to make more fireworks, but he still gave us a hell of a set right there. Beautiful stuff from both players.
That was really good. I'm very happy about how that set burned out. And, I mean, we talked about it at the beginning of the set, too, that it was going to be one of our favorite ones to watch. Danny always puts on a show, and Critical Strike made him work for that. That was by no means easy. Those air-to-airs, absolutely insane. The Goku Blue confirms on deck. We just... couple of unfortunate situations, like a really unfortunate drop on the 17 in that third game where, you know, the execution just wasn't there. The clutch factor disappeared for a moment, and Danny came out on top. And we're going to look at the top of the table right now after we've seen 2 matches, and Danny and Musan have moved on, and they're not going to be fighting potentially until the winners finals. And we determine the winners between Randy RP Juniper and Gish and Ryu. That one, those two are also heavy-hitting matches, and then on the loser side, it's a bloodbath down there, man. But I believe we're actually going to be going into the Gish versus Ryu match next. And again, 2 returning faces. Ryu going to be playing on the Gogeta 4. I hope we get the Gogeta 4 mirror. It's always fun to watch, because when you're the one with the strongest normals, you're like, yeah, it's time to press him. And then this other guy comes in, and he's like, mine are just as good. I got the same legs, brother. You're like, oh, man. This guy's annoying. You're like, this sucks.
Mirror matches, that's what makes them so uncomfortable, right? Is like the spacing element of it. Like when you're fighting a different character, you kind of understand where they're going to be looking for certain things, and you understand that in a mirror match too, but it's the exact same range. So it's like baiting stuff out and playing around those same exact tools is just very foreign to fighting game players.
It's like the bell curve at the beginning of the matchup where you're like, just press 5M on the Gogeta Red, and then in the middle of the bell curve, it's like, no, you have to super jump back and bait out and make sure that you don't do it because they're expecting the 5M, so they're going to reflect or beat it on round start. And then at the top of the bell curve, it's just press 5M, and it's like the hooded man with the huge brain, and they're like, why would you press 5M? And I'm like, because you were on page 4, and I went back to page 1, all right? Now recite this Shakespearean neutral for me, because that's what Gogeta 4 is about to do.
It's clockwork and the wizard robe and the orb. It's the 5M, bro. It's always been the 5M.
Always been the 5M. Trust your buttons. And you're like, yes, sir. Absolutely. Can I press 2M? Never. Never press that. Only evil people press that.
We'll see how much Ryu is looking for right now. He's got the Gogeta on deck, the Super Baby, the Vegito in the back. And we got Gotenks, Goku Blue, and then I missed the last guy. Oh, it was Tien, of course.
Oh, dude, you gotta get
the Bald and Beautiful.
Lord Baldy Bald right there. Third eye open. Third eye blind. Yeah.
He knew about the aliens a long time ago.
He was 100% aware. Nobody believed him. He's like, these people with tails showed up on the Earth. There was a green man, and nobody batted an eye.
You see this third eye? How are you not listening to me?
I was the strongest, and then this guy showed up and he had a pole and it said power, and I got beat up. It's not a good time. There's this man with a turtle. There's a man with a turtle shell on his back. He was a human.
I guess.
Surprisingly, a guy named Jackie Chun. I don't understand. My favorite action hero. Oh man, that was. Me too. I like.
He said me too.
That's a moment where you're like, he knows I'm negative. I'm mashing deep. That is such a. Oh god, we call that.
He pushed you in a 45-second block string and then tried to DP after him. But Ryu, I like your gumption, bro. I like the cut of your jib.
That is what Christian scientific KOF would call the strongest Mexican uppercut.
Yeah. That was so cool.
It's so good. Oh man, now lockdown once again. And here's the thing, that's a valid strategy. I'm not gonna lie, because that preys on the knowledge of your opponent, and that's what's so 100%. Good about fighting games. Oh man, but right now Gish playing well in this neutral space, actually tagging out to the Gotenks, and I love that. Health management 101. Oh my god, what are you doing?
Okay. I thought he was gonna like DHC out. I thought he was like, I'm gonna do this like another versus game. I'm just gonna DHC out. I've been watching too much Marvel.
Dude, I thought that was a wish punish. I think he saw like a key blast and he's like, he's like, I can smoke it. Watch this. Wouldn't have killed, but it sends a message. It's like, yeah, I'm punishing you with supers.
That would have been, I would have taken that message to heart for sure if I got hit by a whip punish super.
It's possible. There's a lot of characters you can do it on, and you're not allowed to throw Banshee Blast in this matchup.
Oh, dude, Hezzy right there. He was trying to give him something to do right there. Didn't even combat the tag properly, but we got the advantage cancel.
Oh, man, but the B assist connects.
I didn't even realize Baby got called right there. That was one of the rare, I shouldn't say rare moments, but he's easy to get lost in the sauce, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah, always got to keep your eyes on the assist and keep your eyes on the character portraits. One of the most important things about Dragon Ball is knowing where you need to keep your eyes. And that was actually a sick confirm with the new active switch. Well, not even new. It's been out forever now. But the active switch into the super from TN, good stuff. Yeah, whenever I'm playing versus games heavily, I always like train my eyes to do that as second nature, right? Keep an eye on when the portrait dims. Yeah, it's super important. That X that comes up too is the most important part, especially for dealing with the raw tags. And I feel like that's like the key to fighting against Gish, Danny, and a lot of other players. You got to smoke the raw tags because that is one of their main defensive mechanics. When you do that, it's like, what do I do? Yeah, exactly. It makes them second guess every time. And when you're second guessing on defense, that's when you get opened up even easier, right? Your confidence is shaken. So, yeah, it's one of those moments where it can snowball downhill real quick. Right now, Ryu trying to stabilize once again here. Oh, drop it on him, bruh. The Revenge Death Ball. That's all the pressure of the earth right there. 6M tries to connect. Doesn't 2H the Super Dash. Was waiting for something. I'm actually curious why nothing came up. Discipline from Gish. Okay, I was like, is he going to get Dragon Rush? My man was blocking forever. So I like Ryu finally doing it. And I honestly was expecting Gish to tech it. I thought I was going to lose it. Again, if you have that defense and you can display it, it really just disheartens your opponent. So good stuff from Ryu. Sniffing it out. Come in, grab, and immediately into the level 3. All right. Wow. He wants to get a chunk of damage here. Oh, he does get cleared by the radius on the spark, so has to deal with this pressure now. Oh, right back at you, fam. Chaozu locking him down. Quick reflect afterwards as well. No reflect after that assist with the super dash, and just gets right in his face with another one. I wonder what got counter hit there. So, you know, Ryu ended up pressing. Not 100% sure what was pressed. Now, Gish back. Not pressed for time. Yeah. Blue Goku in the building now. Vegito, you can see the portrait flashing as well. That spark is just about up. Elbow, meet me in the middle. I got quick options, and I got the TN assist to kill off of it. Gish striking first blood. That's the top of the bell curve. Remember, it also exists with Blue Goku. Bottom of the curve. Just shoulder tackle. Middle of the curve. You got to run back and key blast, and then frame trap with the 2M, and you go for the command grab, and then you go back to the end of the bell curve, and it's just shoulder tackle. Forward advancing hitboxes. You know? Perfect. What are they going to... They're really good. What are they going to do? Perfect parry? They can't do that. And reflect? Nah, but yeah, really good stuff from Gish. Going back to the simple stuff. Just because the tool is strong
and can be predictable doesn't mean you shouldn't use it, and Gish showing why. That is exactly the truth against Ryu here, and Ryu was coming out blazing there. Remember, that was full steam ahead. The first block string, bolt assist, used 2H lariat, 2H lariat, DP. That is the exact sequence that happened, and I said, "Amen, brother." That is a red monkey.
You said you're preaching to the choir. That is how this character should be played.
I said, "Absolutely, sir. You get your stripes. You get your stars and stripes. A purple heart for losing the Gogeta red."
You're about to sell him the Chipotle gift card,
exactly.
Evo style.
He gets it. He made it out of pools with that sequence. Absolutely, Joe Schmo is done for.
Oh no, he's got caught trying to take to the skies.
I like that combo. That's kind of sick.
The baby extendos.
Yeah, exactly. They're not hard, but and they're very simple, but they look cool.
They look so cool, man. I love that assist.
I'm all for a cool combo.
Oh, he's knocked down the double jump. Trying to bait something out, and yeah, the reflect a little bit late. Looks like it came off the blocks of the assist rather than actually reflecting the assist properly. Allowing for the easy punish for Ryu, and head is a good way to start this one.
Yeah, built a Dragon Ball 2. Not 100% sure if we're going to see the Shenron strategy. We saw it last week. We did see Shenron get summoned. So, well, not last week. I feel like it was last week, but in my head it was last week. If that tells you where I'm at time-wise, that's all you need. Because we need more time for Gish to fight back right now. This is looking a little difficult.
I'll tell you what, time-wise, it really doesn't feel like Evo's next week.
That's wild, dude.
It is wild to think about. It is in, 9 days? It's going to be on Friday of next week. And it's wild to think about. But right now, Gish trying to bring this back, making a more even match. The float still blocked on the overhead. Very good defense.
And the hard part there is there's no assist for the side of Gish, so Ryu just waiting for an opportunity to guarantee guard cancel vanish out, and that's what we saw because there was no meter to counter vanish for Gish, and the EX just connects. Oh, man. Connect 4 damage.
That's what he needed.
Uh-oh.
Chase down. Oh, yeah, actually sparks up, tired of the pressure. And the raw tags, we talk about them. How great of a defensive option they've remained throughout Dragon Ball's lifespan. Catches people off guard so quickly. Wow, that 2M. Did it catch the assist, too?
No, it actually whipped out on the assist. I think it was barely...
moved out of the way.
Yeah, barely able to escape. And it was also... No, it was Baby, that's why. So he hadn't come all the way down yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, El Clasico Day 0.
I cannot believe that. That was throwback right there. My man's wore the jersey reversed.
No rollback, just rollback. All right, let's see what the mix-up is. Goes for the float again. Overhead. Got to present the low option, or else Ryu is just going to know to hold up back. A little bit of a fuzzy block. Let's see. Oh, my God, that was... Yep, that's Vegito. By the way...
That was never skip glute day.
Yeah, that was glute right there. Wonderful stuff. Level 3. Oh, just going to go for the level 4? I don't know if I... No, you could have killed with level 1, level 3. Not the best decision, but it is what it is. No 2H. That was counter hit 2H. Didn't even see the startup. Was just a little too slow. That's how you 2H, by the way. The Red Foreman special. A whole boot.
All the way. My man is neck deep, feet first. You know what I'm saying?
We're not finding those quads ever again. They're gone.
Oh, the blue Goku assist coming through in a clutch as per usual.
Yeah, level 2, level 3, or level 2, level 1. Oh, you got. It's all right. It's all right. Supers, just make sure you get the kill. That's all that matters. Good stuff, Gish. Optimal because he's dead. He's dead, right?
That is the most important thing, as you said. Maybe could save the meter, but nonetheless, Gish, you just wanted to even up this match a little bit. My goodness, Ryu, I like that backdash attempt, but I like that fadeaway key blast into the Tien assist even more.
Fadeaway jumpers are going crazy. No 2H again. I need to see a singular punish on a raw tag. That's what I want for Christmas.
I said that will get the next Chipotle gift card.
Exactly. That you'll get one more from me.
He actually reflected the key blast coming back. That was crazy timing.
Yeah, you can use the sound cue to work out on that, and it's important because otherwise Ryu will get another opportunity to strike with the baby. So reflecting those is important, and it's gonna be. This is hard.
And that Claudio giant swing.
Yep.
Yeah, Gish gonna definitely have a mountain to climb here. 4 bars on deck. Tien can definitely output the damage, but that's still one
armor.
Kill. That was ridiculous.
The armor right there, guard point, making it happen. You just slide right in.
Damn, that's a good starter, man. It's gonna be hot damage on the Super Baby.
Goes for the challenge. So there's the 2H we were looking for from before. Huge starter. That's a dead Vegeta. Yeah. One touch away. Gish with the TN. Absolutely clinical on the 2Hs now.
You got a burrito bowl coming your way, Gish.
It might happen. Oh my god.
The fadeaway
Overhead.
beam right there. Oh, the
2H.
2H. He was lying and wait for that one. Gish brings it back. Like we said, third eye open. He been knowing about this stuff.
So my public service announcement to everybody in the chat and for the YouTube viewers is Vanish is not a defensive option.
No.
That is it. That's all. That's the service.
It's one of those things that was a security blanket very early on in Dragon Ball, but it's become less and less rewarding as time goes on. Players have just gotten really ready for it, and you can't sneak it on players at this level anymore, man. It's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, Gish utilizing the power of nothing there is what really came out on top, and identifying those raw vanishes. Sometimes I call them a panic vanish, but they could be a raw vanish where you're like, maybe I can Urk it out, go back to neutral here, is huge, especially with how laser focused Gish was on the 2Hs. So good stuff closing that one out. Sadly, Ryu is going to be dropping to the loser's side, and now Gish moving on even further. And I believe that the last match that we have in winner's side is going to be the Randy RP versus Juniper as we're getting into it, because that one we've been waiting. Ooh, but we are waiting because apparently Juniper has said that Randy RP is too Randy powerful to play the match. No, we're just working on some stuff, making sure
he's intimidated by the integrity of Randy RP.
He says my man plays 3 lab coats. I don't understand. He doesn't build a single bar, but I'm terrified. He's got a barrier and a beam and a dream. It's not a good time. That team has too much synergy, integrity. It's not even. It's like when Hook said rigidity. He's got too much integrity.
Yeah.
That's too good, man.
It's definitely what it's looking like. Yeah, Randy, one of our staples here. So hopefully we get the issues ironed out. But regardless, we're gonna be keeping the truck moving along here at PlayStation tournaments. Some dope round 1 matches. The Danny versus Critical Strike match was great. Gish bringing it back at the end there to seal it 2-0. Our very first match of the evening was also quite the showcase. The Toxic Devilish versus Muzan. Because Muzan, I feel like, is one of the newer ones. I don't really recognize him from previous Fight Nights. And he came out like a veteran, though. Like one of the cleanest, crispest play styles we've seen.
Yeah, and that's what we want to see, too. Because once again, everybody's able to enter these things. And I don't want anybody to be discouraged from showing up and trying to duke it out in the net play brackets, because that's how we all grow stronger together. Like playing in these Sony tournaments and playing when there's stakes. That's how you learn, because those are the hardest lessons that can really be delivered to you. So really good stuff that we've been able to see so far. And I mean, it's just a nice little teaser for the level of play that we should be seeing at EVO. Like looking at that tournament and knowing what's on the line, especially because it's only a top 6 now, is like the players getting sent there. I want to see how they perform. Everything leading up to EVO is going to be so good. I know that Double L, who got second in the road to EVO, is going to be there. Obviously playing the Ginyu. He's been playing it since day 1. His stonks are rising and rising. I want to see how they perform. Obviously Garlic Bread. I want to see how all our players that entered the Sony Fight Nights perform and see how they're doing. Because that's what's so great about the Dragon Ball community. Anybody can come up. I want to see the hidden killers too. I want to see no name. I want to see no name Joe show up. But Juniper is having some technical issues, so we're gonna take a look at the bracket here real quick as we get everything sorted out, because these players, we got to keep the show moving along and see exactly where the winners matches are. And sadly, we had to drop Juniper out, having a couple of technical difficulties. So Randy RP was way too Randy powerful, and the integrity was too much. Juniper sadly had to run tail and leave, and that means Toxic Devilish already moved on into 2-0 fashion. The fastest 4-0 in Dragon Ball history.
Yeah, for sure.
Just happened.
Well done. Good stuff. To all of our players so far, though, man, hopefully Juniper can get the connection issues sorted out for the losers bracket matches, because, I feel like I know you mentioned they might be new. I feel like I've seen them at least once before on some of the Fight Nights. So yeah, well, hopefully they can connect, because I feel like they've been around the block before, but I could be mistaken about that one. And you mentioned the lead up to Evo, right? We're seeing a whole lot of events. You mentioned Wanted today for the Dragon Ball. For the PlayStation tournament side of things, we got stuff coming up. You can see the ticker at the bottom of your screen right now, right? The Street Fighter 6 PlayStation Cup for both EU and NA going to be going down on July 29th. You got the Guilty Gear Strive Invitational on the 31st as well. And that's this week, right? And we got Evo starting August 4th, ending on August 6th. That is going to be the mecca of fighting games, the World Championships. Over 10,000 players gathered under one roof to duke it out. I mean, does it get any better? I don't think so.
I don't think so. That's the pinnacle of fighting games that we're going to be able to see. And again, like we said, this one is just a little taste test as we get ready to see that level of Dragon Ball and every other game too. And I was looking, because, talking about Street Fighter 6, obviously we have the tournament coming up for Fight Nights as well. Looking at that bracket, I was just doing the math, and I'm like, wow, you have to win a major to get to top 96. That's wild. And then you have to win a major to get there. My path, I was just curious, because we're seeing the path of these players as we get into our next match. We'll hold on that point. But Muzan versus Randy RP are hitting each other in their path right now. Those are the names that they're concerned about, because nameplates are on here. And that's Akaza versus Muzan. This is some Demon Slayer type stuff right here. I'm sorry. They literally out of anime right here, and I know how this turned out in the manga and the anime. I won't say anything because we're going to see how it turns out on the screen.
Were you going to mention your Street Fighter 6 path?
I was going to bring it up.
Okay, somebody in my Discord mentioned it, and yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit later, because good luck. Godspeed, Jake.
I'm doomed. I am dead. I'm already dead, is what I would say, because I'm fast. But these players are even sicker as we get into our next match. Akaza versus Muzan. It is going to be the likes of Randy RP versus Muzan right here.
You see, and both players showing respect at the start. Oh, he tried to sneak in right there. Also backed by the 17 assists. This is a good way to approach from Muzan. He's starting to sell games. Oh my God, the backdash. And then the quick close of the gap. Randy RP looking good on the UI.
The right arm of the Forbidden One is still as potent. By the way, this is a UI versus UI matchup. Almost the same team. We just traded 17 for Cell. Obviously, a superior android.
They're also using very similar colors for the UI, so it could get a little confusing. Best believe.
Yeah, this is red. This is reds versus
orange.
Yeah, reds versus orange. This is skins versus skins right here.
Yeah. Nobody wanted to keep their shirt on. They've been hitting the gym.
Exactly.
Show them my physique off.
Goku can't be soft, man.
You gonna tell Goku to put his shirt back on? I'm not.
Absolutely not, dude. He shows up, and I'm like, you can play in a tournament like this. Totally fine. No 2H right there. Really close super dash, but now Muzan getting punished in the block string. Not even an assist coming out, so I'm curious as to how Muzan got hit there. Maybe it was just the stagger pressure. Now soft knockdown. Happy little reset. Power Blitz connected. Dang! Didn't really get much off of it, but it still hurt.
Yeah, Muzan tired of all this nonsense. Gonna spark up. Almost to the Dragon Rush to get this knockdown. He needs a big hit here, though, to get rid of the 17. Oh, he got the delayed low. Still can't get anything off of it, though. Oh,
yeah, and that's the big thing we're missing. Yeah, Muzan was playing so clean earlier, but we're seeing these drop confirms, and it's leading to a ton, because now you're out of spark. One more touch situation on this UI. Goku got caught in the startup of the 5L, and that is going to be a dead UI. Looking so good for Randy RP.
Yeah, sometimes you have faith in the scramble buttons, right? You see you end up teching, you try to press something, but your opponent is at an advantage, and they are also ready for it, so usually they can beat you to the punch because of that. So you gotta pop off with something like Invincible. You could always see that, right? You gotta play your opponent's expectations against them. That's what we saw, the DP attempt earlier from the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but right now, Android 17 the one doing work.
So good with the anti-air invul. Well, the anti-air invul lariat right there. The Rekka, actually, coming out strong. And now a level 3. Not the strongest Oki. Get a happy little setup right here. Let's see what goes on.
Yeah, Randy is feeling happy just because he has all three characters, right? Moves on less than 50% life, and then watching her reflect in your face like that, it's a dream come true.
Yeah, that is a perfect storm. A happy closing chapter for the lab coat on the screen. Just send her straight into the tower. and now you're gonna have to go meet Korin up there. It's hard. You need some sensu beans after that beatdown.
Yeah, you go through a building, you're gonna need a senzu bean or two. I imagine. At least I would.
I'm just saying, man. All right, if I had sensu beans, the gym would be different. It would be. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the unlimited gains? That's what Zenkai boosts are. That's it. You could just do it for real.
See, that's what you start with. You're gonna start popping the Zenzu beans for the gym, and then before you know it, you're gonna go ranked mode, pop a Zenzu bean. It's gonna be like the pre-workout. Have you ever taken pre-workout before rank mode? That's the Majin Obama strat. Shout out to Majin Obama, bro.
He's really done that before?
I don't know if he's really done that, but he's told people to do that. So I don't know if he's done it himself.
I definitely have seen my buddy do that, but I've done it by accident before, and I think that was the most aware Dragon Ball I've ever played. I was like, wow, I can see everything. This is insane. And then I went and worked out, and I'm like, yeah, this is why I am expending all my carbohydrate energy right now. Explosive reads is what you get. Majin Obama really said that's hilarious. he said, "Power up, gamers! You need more gamer juice."
Bro, he's talked about taking the pre before a lot of nefarious things. We'll get into it a little bit later. Right now, Randy RP up 1-0 over Muzan in this winter semis, trying to get that winner's finals berth. Oh, but a little overzealous on a beam attempt. Muzan gonna super dash punish.
Extension to jump back into the Ghost Oki. Seeing a different Muzan this time.
Oh my goodness, just appeared on top of him like that. You thought the ghosts were over there. He kind of took some of their qualities for himself right there, magically appearing on top of his bone.
10 million overheads. And by the oh my god, you did the double reflect and it didn't work out.
Like they said, that was a 10 million and one reflect, though. It was one too many.
Pop, pop, pop.
Oh, actually, too much hit stun on that. Drops out at the end. No spin, but backed by the cell assist. Found the gap to vanish out. Oh, no respect shown, though, and Muzan's going to make him pay for it.
Good stuff. And again, now we got to point out the lab codes. Randy on the classic colors. And, bro,
the manicure nails. We always talk about it, bro.
Every time, dude. The biggest vacuumist normal in the game. It is so good.
You got the Khloe Kardashian nails.
Oh my god, but the happy birthday! We're gonna have to live like the Kardashians after this, but on a budget, because it is looking terrible. We've lost everything. Oh my god, Gotenks, long hair, don't care. The Chiquita bananas are gone.
The level 3, goodbye to the assist. Lab code on life support, tries to pop off with a spin here, goes with the overhead, and again, already exposed that gap previously. Randy just taking advantage of it again.
Yeah, that was how you change the tide quickly. That was rough.
Man, a reverse momentum completely, but the cross-up rolling attack, protect your neck, level 3 for the combo. Muzan still has the sparking available as well. It's doable, man. Randy RP's characters, they're not the healthiest.
Yeah, one touch apiece, and Cell can definitely do it. You get the, oh my god, tried to super dash.
Yeah, he tried to, or like snipe the super dash, right? It's similar. Oh, he tried to super dash himself, you're saying?
Yeah, he tried to super dash the super dash. Could have potentially been like a EX perfect attack, maybe a misinput, but then panic at the end. Do you bait the spark? Nah, just block it. Ooh, wonderful reflect, and that's one lab coat down, 2 characters to go.
It's the long legs of the law right there. Don't you forget it.
The original staggered machine.
And the round start, super dash clash. Oh, the most electrifying move in Dragon Ball Entertainment. 6-7 with that extendo behind it. Level 3? Yes.
6M doing my taxes. Getting the job done here. Nice level 3. I think we go for the cross-up on the rolling crush. Oh my god. I'm telling you, man. I'm page 7 of the script, Ringe. You gotta look at it.
And it says compete.playstation.com.
Absolutely. Oh my god, and Muzan is doing exactly that. Huge comeback. We said it was completely possible with the life that was present on RP's side, and he's going to have to role play what winning looks like once again. That was a couple of ones, and that was like a crit fail into a crit fail, and then you just fall off the mountain, and you have a bad time.
Yeah, the back-to-back crit fails, and not even the kindest DMs are going to save you from that one, bro. So
you're like, how much falling damage did I take? Well, you take, it was like 400 feet, so you take 30 D8s.
Yeah, like as a DM, I don't like, really hurting my players for a natural one. If you do it back to back though, like I'm sorry. The universe is gonna punish me if I don't punish you.
Yeah. Oh man, and
Couple
now
of ones
punish
right here too from both players.
Yeah, punish for that drop. I mean, it's God, Randy RP versus Muzan, and we got to see like that clean play that we were really happy about from Muzan in the first game. It showed up. All it took was a little bit of a beatdown. Also, I just want to look at Muzan's like win rate.
Yeah, dude, I noticed that the first time he came up, I was like 96 for 98, bro, for real.
Who won the two? It was definitely. It was Danny.
Right? He was like, let me try to play this guy before the tournament. Loses 2 games. All right, never mind, bro. I'll see you later.
Never again.
I
will never fight him again. Dude, I'm the type of gamer that will just play for 10 million matches, so those numbers are always funny. But now, nothing funny about this pressure from the side of Randy RP. And good old raw tag, Ringe. Nothing beats raw tag.
It really do be like that, doesn't it? So we got Muzan able to, oh my goodness, I was going to say, get some relief because of that raw tag right there. Dropping off the key blast at the end, going to allow Randy to take control.
Oh, yeah.
Stomp him out.
Once again. Yeah, happy little knockdown. Chases down barrier. Oh, man. That was good. Just shield up.
Respect my space.
This is my bubble. You're not allowed. I'm trying to remember the movie where he's like, I can't remember. I'll think about it. But the guy starts in the bubble. He's terrified of germs. He gets out of it.
I thought it was just called Bubble Boy.
It is called Bubble Boy.
That's it, right? They cut straight to the point with that one.
I'm like overthinking it.
They were not trying to be clever.
Exactly. Oh my God, and nothing clever about that drop. This is so rough. Muzan living because of that. That was a scramble and a half. Damn, we did spin, rolling crush, rent cycle, super dash. That was the sequence.
They were all dizzy at the end. That's why the super dash hit. Like, man's just had too many spins at that point.
It's the viral clip at the playground where you just attach a car to the spinning, rotating tool, whatever it is. I don't even know.
Carousel? That's not what it's called.
Yeah, carousel. No, it is a carousel.
Okay.
I'm just going to call it the person rotisserie. That's what it is.
Pretty much, bro.
Ooh, nothing to follow up there from Randy. Didn't have an assist, so Muzan missing an opportunity to punish. Can't leave those opportunities on the table.
Man, I immediately thought of like the El Pastor rotisseries and the taco places, man. Now I'm hungry. Randy RP, though. He's hungry for this winners finals berth. He's got a character advantage at this point. Old barrier gets tough. The Android 17 couldn't even save you that time.
Yeah, that's one of the things people forget. You're supposed to mash through that all the way. Like, do not hesitate. Just completely send it. Because that is how you're going to be able to survive. And Muzan capitalizing there. Big ol' level 3. No, my God.
Yo.
This is...
Randy, he was doing suicides right there. Like over the basketball drill, like where you go to one end and then come right back.
Oh, I know all about those. That is a rough exercise, and we are seeing an exercise of utility on this defense. One more touch will do it to Muzan. He's not going to die here from Randy. But again, cheeky little reset. Goes for the overheads. Oh, my God. I'm still plus. All my frames. Hold them. They're on sale.
Oh, he whiffed the jab and was like, I'm going to keep it going, bro. Oh, speaking of keeping it going right there, the 2H finally catching the super dash. Tried to get a reach up new.
Very good 2H right there to close it out, and losing the character, closing it out the wrong way. That's the hard part. It's like everything was going great, and then Muzan kind of fell apart there at the end. But it doesn't matter. Staying alive here with the lab coat has this last character, but here's the caveat, Ringe. That's the last meter you're going to be seeing this entire game.
Yeah, for real, bro.
No spins, no nothing. You got to do this all natural. Not able to reach in time. You need a micro dash right there after the H to connect. It's a little bit finicky, so I understand dropping it, but Muzan didn't have the spacing. Oh my God, barrier into spin. Never mind, Muzan, you're cracked. I'm sorry, I'll never say it again. That's demon.
Making the most of that half a bar available.
Woo!
Yo, speaking of which, right here from Randy, though, vanishing, holding it, chasing down the jump forward air buns as well. Oh, trying for the reset. We got plus frames on deck anyway. Backing up, giving her that space, but you gave her too many. The stilettos reach from long distance.
These boots are made for walking, all right? She is walking all over Goku right now. Doesn't even need the meter. Nice. Try to catch with the cross-up. Vanish on vanish. I actually don't agree with that. I would reset to neutral instead because that bar is It's expensive. Oh, no, and that was an expensive error right there. Not going to be building the full... No, going to be building the 4th bar here, but it's not going to be able to kill. Level 1, level 3 should be the route. Now you got to guess for game. Muzan,
Man,
show me your defense.
literally just built a level 4. He has a 0 leftover meter. Actually empty. You rarely see that. And the dash up low. Cobb moves on, trying to get frisky on the wake up right there. The self-made red bottoms. Well done from Randy RP moving to winners finals.
Yep, big error right there. Just, I mean, and again, it's a guessing situation. You're looking for the overhead. You're looking for the grab. You're looking for the command grab. Didn't have a bar to go for the debuff, but all of these things are ever present, and Muzan crumbled under the pressure. Randy RP able to move on in a 2-1 fashion. Still down to the wire. 2-touch game in the other direction, so love that from the side of Muzan, really showing up strong. The cell comeback was amazing. I think that was really great to watch, and we've had a lot of these really strong moments. First, it was the Goku Blue with the sick confirm into the comeback. Now Cell comebacks, where these players are duking it out. We are fighting for our lives in these matches, and I love to see that. It's one of the coolest things about Dragon Ball once you get to the higher levels, where you got like 70 seconds left. That's a lot of seconds gone by in Dragon Ball time, by the way. If you've ever watched how long 3 minutes for the planet to explode and Namek, and that was like 12 or 15 episodes of your childhood, that's Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah.
All right, so
Straight up.
this is a battle of attrition, and it's always fun to watch.
Yeah, it really felt like the game 2 and 3 separation 2 was the sparking diff, right? Like, he had the sparking available for the Cell in game 2, and we saw the opponent's health, Randy RP's characters, they were at similar health in both games. Like, nobody was really that healthy. You just needed a couple of hits on each character to bring it back. And that Cell, having the sparking, having the additional options as well, so much meter build really made that possible. Like you said, the lab coat, I mean, her first combo on the comeback was spilling all her meter. So she wasn't going to be able to build much from that point on. It was a tough spot to be in.
It's so hard, and that's why if you don't have the right setup for her on anchor anymore, it becomes an uphill battle, and sometimes you just don't have the juice to fight it out. Barriers were on deck from Muzan and some really good punishes, but when you got no more gas in the tank, it doesn't matter how hard you push that gas pedal, that car's not moving.
No more juice in the gamer.
No more juice in the gamer. The juice was not worth the squeeze. We ran out of gamer juice in this guy. It's kind of rough, but again, that's how it crumbles. We're going to be able to see them fight it out a little bit more in the loser side, but that's going to be coming later as we get ready for our next match. It's the one and only Danny making a return once again for the bracket.
That Danny critical strike set was bonkers.
It was very very good Dragon Ball set. I love me a good Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but Gish also looked very strong, right, in his opening round match for top 8. So we'll see if he's able to take down the Titan of Danny, or if he can keep himself composed. The processing power on Danny is just ridiculous, man. We saw that in the critical strike set. We see it every time he enters these PlayStation tournaments. As Jake Ryan said, I'll echo this statement again, has won multiple Dragon Ball and Guilty Gear Strive PlayStation tournaments. So this dude is on a different level.
Yeah. And that's the thing. If you're trying to win a PlayStation Fight Nights, the target is on Danny's back. Because if you're aiming to defeat Danny, that's the level of play that's been able to beat everybody else, right? So having a consistent game plan to fight the beast himself is going to be huge. And Danny already beasting his way through neutral, finds the connection off of the beam, and this connection is strong. Stole the corner right there. Very interesting. Oh my god. Ooh, finally somebody 2H in the raw pass.
And who is it? Of all people, the champ. That's what you gotta have. You gotta have that discipline to make sure you're always looking for those raw tags. Like we said, keep those portraits in your peripherals. Oh my goodness, and keep these overheads directly in your vision. That's what you're gonna need to see them. Danny doing a great job here, building to level 1 as well. I think Gish is dead.
Gish falling asleep at the wheel right there, not reflecting the A assist from the lab coat, giving Danny the previous patch mix-up. You have to be aware when you're fighting against lab coat, especially if the A assist is on deck. It's an every time, or you're gonna just get overran. Do not let the gimmick overrun you.
You can't, especially with Danny, you can't give them any free opportunities, right? Like giving them a mix-up where you could have potentially reflected away. You're not going to be able to beat this caliber of player like that. Right now, Gish has bounced back in tremendous fashion here. Dumped the 3 bars, cocked back. Shouts to the Rock. We're going to kill off this Cell, but no, we do 2H the raw tag, however.
Oh, yeah. Finally. We're getting them back and forth, back and forth. Give me that cell. I think he's the problem. That's who you're mixing with. Let's get rid of him. And the command grab. Dude, can you make a square in the ground? That's what I'm trying to see right now, okay? This is cannon. He's not going to be able to kill Cell because there is no tri-beam.
Unfortunately, at the end, he just immediately tried the perfect attack. The shoulder actually caught the beam. Now when you see a lot, the Dodon Ray usually always comes out on top.
Maximum reach with the 5M. Very good stuff. 1 bar in the tank. Just goes for the empty jump low after the whiff. Let's see how this goes. Lockdown once again. Oh my god, he crossed him up and hit him with the go tank assist. That was disgusting.
That was disgusting.
He said, I'm going to cross you up with the most forbidden tournament tech. And it doesn't even give me the lead. Oh!
Barriers come out to play.
He said, playtime's over. I'm clicking the bottles in his hand. Holding the dragon, all 7 Dragon Balls in his hands. He's clicking the rings on his fingers. That's what he's doing.
Even the third eye can't see the overhead. Danny perfectly timed as soon as Gish landed on the ground.
Put the heel of the stiletto right in the third eye.
Oh my god.
Painful stuff.
That's a harsh visual.
I mean, dude, Tien has lost arms, man. He's never played with the idea of him losing eyes. Nappa punched his arm off, bro. Like, think about that. See, look at Danny gets the micro dash. Look at,
it's like the bell hot from Hot Tub, bro.
Exactly. Oh, but the drop. He tried to. That was an ambitious 2H. That is how I would describe that.
Indeed, indeed. I like that term, ambitious. I think it is underutilized on commentary. Like, to be quite honest, Gish, though, my goodness, the damage that it incurred from that. I tell you what, that 2H cost him more than I thought it would.
That was quite a brave decision right there, Rinch.
The whole character.
And now it's banana on banana violence.
Oh,
who's getting bruised?
Our potassium at an all-time high level. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, you know, I'm kind of upset because I wanted to see Danny go for the new cheeky mix-up you can get off of Beyblade. You just go into 2H and then you can cross up with the Beyblade.
Oh wow!
But you kind of like Tokyo Drift it, but instead of a Trunks flip, it's Go Tanks. Oh my god, he just ran out of the corner. Uh-oh, scary. Nice, goes for the low, good defense. Nah, that's not how we finish this game. Nah, man.
Gish, these 2 H's, both of them cost him his last 2 characters. That was one of those where you were really fighting on a level with Danny, who was one of the best players in the world at the game, and you crumbled and you let the moment get to you a little bit too much, I felt like, right? Like the 2 H's, they were very much security blanket options, ones that I think even Gish knew were probably not going to work out, but he was hoping with all his might that they would. But against Danny, I mean, he's too disciplined for that.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to be firing on all cylinders to lock down Danny. And Gish pushed him down to just the Go Tanks, but in the Go Tanks mirror, all it took was one stray super dash to really close out that game. So, again, Danny with the 1-0 lead. You know, not a surprise. We always see Danny showing up strong.
Oh, yeah.
And performing at this top level for the Fight Nights. So, Gish needs to push a little bit harder to get this job done.
Let's see it, Gish. For a whole lot of that game 1, he looked fantastic. It was just really those couple of moments at the end, some desperation 2 H's. And against Danny, if you could stay composed in those scenarios, you saw he was showing him respect. There wasn't even situations where, like, the second one, when he was having to deal with an offense, it was kind of like a defensive block string option. But the first one, like you said, he had Danny in the corner. He was still in control. He didn't need to do that.
Yeah, and that's the hard part when... I don't know. Here's the thing. Danny also sparked there, so it was really scary. And he was like, my man wants a super dash.
Yeah.
And he just did. He's like, I know that you know, right? I feel like that's what it boiled down to. But Gish, fighting back, getting the first real, like, solid hit here. Let's see. Do you opt for Gosoki? No, you just go for the level 3. I like that. Now you get the float mix up. Are you going to go high again, Gish? Show me something new.
Do it. Hit him right. Oh, not even. Dash up Dragon Rush. Let's take it back. He's wearing the jersey backwards again.
Oki was an Oki of all time.
It was an Oki of all time. It's going into the hall of things that happen.
It's the vault. It's the Dragon Ball vault, where all your favorites are there. Like the U-turn super dash, or the key charge from To Kill Stage at Season 2 finals. All your favorite.
Oh, that was nasty, though. My goodness, the
gross.
flow back in front, touching the heels. That was ridiculous.
That was the K-Brad. Watch me block this whack mix-up. That's what happened. He's like, I'm gonna block this whack mix-up. Gets opened up beyond belief.
Oh, man.
Ooh, what a backdash. And again, the bell curve. All right? The bell curve. Just shoulder tackle. Backdash 2M. What an answer. Danny's like, I know that you're going back to day one, baby.
Exactly. That has been a potent option in this game since we've been able to play it. Oh, he tried to get him with a cheeky. Speaking of going back into the vault, that's another one. Like, expecting the person to hold up after a minute and trying to dragon rush them in the air. That is definitely something that's been around forever.
Just a little up-tech action. 2H? No. Didn't even come out. Oh, my God. He elbowed the hell out of Goku. Nice. Oh, my God. Mids don't mix Americans today, but gets the pickup after.
Let's look over the five-headed Goku.
He's got the biggest, I don't know, it's the Widow's Peak. It adds an extra, like, inch.
Yeah, like, the middle is fine. That's good forehead size, but the sides are IMAX for sure.
I don't know. Do you think under all that hair, he's got a head like Frieza? You know, like in the third form?
Yes.
Where it's, like,
100%.
extra long?
Oh, my God, the kick.
Correct.
What in the world? The super kick party, bro.
That was gross. I hate that. That was some Bardock Season 1 stuff. Taking me back to a darker time.
Yeah, we're getting plenty of throwbacks right now. The trauma is setting in.
Ooh, trauma on defense. You're going to have to go to the next emergency ward here because we're full. Let's see, Go Tanks. Can you lock him down? Oh, brother.
Whiffs on the key blast attempt, and he's going to open him up with a 2M. That is a fantastic starter. No third eyes are allowed on the battlefield. That's cheating.
Yep. Level 1. Close that out. And again, dead even. Dead even once again. Like, even on the spark, just a meter advantage for Danny. A little bit of a life deficit, but that meter makes more than enough up for it. And the end of that C assist, just dive right in, Goku. Feet first. The water's deep enough, I promise.
Again, neck deep, feet first right there in a horrible way. But yeah, I guess you could tell, right? He was like, okay, I'm going to dive kick towards the end of the C assist. He thought he timed it perfectly. I thought he timed it perfectly, but no, he didn't, unfortunately.
It's a game of frames, man.
Yeah.
He was framed. He's looking like Mr. Roger Rabbit right now.
No.
He's stuck. At least he's doing good. Oh my God! What a cross under. I love super jump shenanigans. Do not drop this fish.
Oh, that wasn't right.
The sacred airspace mix-up. That's what that was.
Confirmed.
Loaded right in.
Confirmed cross unders. They exist.
Confirmed. It's gross, dude. Those cross unders are nasty. Now it's going to be Cell versus Gotenks on the anchor battle. Spark on both sides. It doesn't matter that much.
It's so even right now, bro. Like everything. What an attempt from Danny, bro. Hey, Gish, did he like react to it in just 5H? Like, what kind of option was that in the neutral?
I gotta take another look at that because that was disgusting. Danny was like, "I'm gonna throw the. You're never gonna expect this." That was such a confident command grab. Like in that key moment, he's like, "Yeah, command grab's the answer here." That is some cojones. That was brave.
For sure. Was it like when Gish was landing? Again, either way,
I think so. Yeah.
It was a very brave move. That is like a great time to sneak in a command grab, right? When somebody's landing, especially when you have one that's like at range, like Cells is. So it was a brave decision, an ambitious one. I understand the context behind it, but man, it got shut down regardless. This dude Gish just duffed him. I can't believe that's what happened.
I think if what Danny was looking for was trying to catch the landing exactly with the command grab so you don't even have a chance to like jump it or engage, but he didn't have the right spacing. I think Gish just landed and was like, oh, I guess I'll kill you.
Yeah, that could be the case. He was like too close, so it whiffed entirely, and then he was like, well, 5H punish. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
What if I just punch the hell out of him? What would happen? It's like, would you rather fight 5 Gotenks-sized cells or 5 cell-sized Gotenks?
Oh,
it's like, oh man, what do I do? That's what happened. All right, Danny, making it happen again. Every time he loses, just a reminder, chat, it's like he comes out and he's like he solves the equation.
Yes,
right? He sees the Rubik's Cube and he's like, this is done in 3 seconds. You know? Oh, man, and the combo was done in 1 second, which is a huge drop, but it doesn't matter. It was a happy little reset. All planned, meter-efficient finisher.
Yeah, exactly. You allow the Go Tanks come back, extend those with the lab coat, extend those with the Go Tanks. Oh, my goodness. He was rewarded heavily for that drop in the end, honestly.
Yep. And now, first character just dispatched. Goku Blue is blue in the face. We're not going to be seeing him anymore. Oh, what a block. That was really good.
Yeah. I really like the freestyling from Gish right there after he duffed the assist to have the wherewithal. The fact that Danny blocked it, I mean, you could just tell he's got so many hours in this game. The experience is crazy.
Yep, ready for anything. And I like that spark decision from Gish. You hold down that C assist, and you're going to be locked down to a 2H. Guaranteed punish there because of Gish already being grounded. Oh, my God. He cornered himself. The worst feeling.
This is not my corner. I am in enemy territory right now.
You're like, what do you mean? I thought I heard the bell. This is the break period.
Unfortunately for him, still though, it was negative on the vanish right there. So he respects it, but doesn't respect long enough. The strings.
Got caught holding it up. My man was trying to protect the north. Ooh, the EX doesn't. It burns the bar, so you don't do enough. Doesn't matter. Wanted to get a little bit of health back. Again, Danny, just on the next page. On page 9 of the script. I haven't gotten there yet. I was just trying to read it off the cup.
That's where the Discord shot out of it.
True, exactly. Yeah. Check the Discord. That's what the script is.
PlayStation Turbo.
That's where it is, man. Oh, God. Danny is showing. He's signing leases in the corner. That's what's happening. All right, he's a good landlord. Oh!
Jump out, put yourself back in the corner with that one. You got an evil chuckle out of Jake Ryan with that joint.
That was diabolical. He jumped the guard cancel. He said, stupid.
Yeah, and he just let him drift back into the corner.
Wow, what a mash.
But we're out here, bro. Abade on deck.
Dude, he tried to do the most tournament DR. He called the C assist, went for the command grab, and Gish said, I'm pressing. All right. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die fighting.
Yeah, I'm going to die on my own terms.
I'm going to die swinging. I'm not taking a 50-50. Hold my 50-50. Oh, dude.
God. You scuffed the Jordans? Just raw scuffed the Jordans in the C assist? That was cold-blooded.
Dude, he crushed the moccasin. He said, get some real shoes if you're going to fight.
Apparently, these are not fit for the battlefield, friend.
You need the steel-toed ones. Man, the extra weighted boots from Goku. That's what we need. And the weights are off for Danny, is what we'd see. Moving back on to winners finals. Doesn't have to fight through losers at all this time. You know, that can be changed up if we do see him end up dropping on the other side of things. And we're going to take a look at the bracket, because if you were just joining us, we're pretty far into the winners side already. Winners finals has been determined. Randy RP versus DM Danny, and the story behind them as well. It is a story tattered with different fallen warriors, and Z warriors have to rise up again in the loser side. And talk to me about the loser side of things, Grinch, because, I mean, obviously, Randy and Danny, two favorites for the tournament, but losers has been one hell of a battle, too. Well, look at that critical strike.
Yeah, I was going to say Ryu taking down Critical Strike 2-0. The way we saw Critical Strike perform up against Danny, I would have expected them to make a deep run here in the lower bracket side of things. But Ryu, he's one of the regulars. He's a very talented fighting game player in his own right. Took that 2-0 from Gish on the chin and bounced back tremendously in the loser side of things. Moves on, and Ryu's going to be that lower bracket quarters, as well as Gish and Toxic Devilish, who moved on over Juniper.
Yeah, and that is good. Toxic Devilish been waiting a minute, but going to be fighting Gish. And Gish, with how they fought against Danny, Devilish is going to have to play at their peak, because Muzan definitely was playing great, and Randy RP sent them down real quick. So I don't know, man. This is one bloodbath of the loser side. Same thing for winner's side. And you know where the winners sign up to play, Rinch? Because I was thinking about it, and I wanted to feel like a winner. And I wanted to go to compete.playstation.com, because that is exactly where the winners sign up to play. That's where they get through the open qualifiers. They are here to show us their skills, their mix-ups, make us pop off, make us get excited, and make us enjoy Dragon Ball FighterZ here on a wonderful Wednesday evening. Because without them, and without the players coming in, we can't enjoy in these matches. We got nothing to commentate. So make sure you sign up and show up. That's where all the players are going to be. And that's where you're going to have to see how well you do. And we're going to see what we're going to do in the next stage of the bracket, because we got to take a little bit of a break. I need a water refresh. I need to get a sensu bean because that was a little too wild. So we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back with the rest of our Fight Nights.
Gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments.
The final 1v1 of the game here.
And celebrate the pros and the rising stars.
I do want to see a female in the NCS.
Bringing you guides and deep dives.
Horizon can go up, but she can't go up fast.
And tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he go? No way!
Whether you're in a heated match,
Bag, let's go!
or watching along at the edge of your seat.
A duo taking down a trio!
Let's create moments from the games you love.
He'll take it!
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Welcome back, everybody, to the PlayStation Tournaments Fight Nights for Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm Jake Ryan, joined by Ringe, and we've been having a blast so far as we get through the rest of our winners matches. How you doing, Ringe?
Doing fantastic, man. The opening round matches and the subsequent winners semifinals all delivered the quality we come to expect here at the PlayStation tournaments. The Dragon Ball FighterZ action has been top-notch as per usual. We find ourselves a familiar winners finals with Randy RP as well as Danny, right? Two of our heaviest hitters in the building. But really everybody has been explosive today. It's dope seeing their take on the new patch.
Yeah, and I mean, the new patch, we had a little bit of experience with it before, too. So if you want to see exactly what those matches look like, you got to go to our YouTube here for PlayStation. Once again, it's youtube.com/PlayStation Esports. That's where you're going to be able to see all of the action and see the likes of Danny, Randy, even Double L, Mr. Lex Luthor himself, fighting it out here at the PlayStation Fight Nights and every other game that we offer here too for the PlayStation Fight Nights. So go ahead and check out PlayStation Esports. That's the place to be to watch every single VOD and get all the action, because we've got even more coming up. You can't watch it anywhere else. Not right now. Not live. I mean, probably on YouTube as well. Discord, we have a stream there as well. But you know what I mean. You got to watch it right now. You can't watch ahead. You can't skip ahead. It's our script, not yours. But we're going to look at how the bracket is breaking up so far too, because that's where the script has been leading us. Randy RP 12 versus DM Danny in the winner side. Gish has already dispatched Toxic Devilish. He said, bye-bye. I'm moving right on. Danny was the only one who can beat me. L plus ratio plus 2-0. Here's your donuts. Muzan versus Ryu is on the other side. But we're going to be getting into the winner side of things. 3 out of 5, baby. 3 out of 5.
The promised land. We have arrived at it. That's always what I say for the fighting games, right? When you earn that 3 out of 5 spot, you get an extra game of intel to work on your opponent. And we see how dangerous Danny has been with that intel throughout every Fight Nights that he's entered. Even today, right, the Critical Strike match, it opened with him losing his first character, only to not lose a character again. That second game, we see the download fully complete for that third game to lock him off, right? Danny is just one of those players where he can really identify the pace at which you want to play at, and he's got multiple speeds that he can really operate at. So because of that, he's able to pick the right one to counter his opponent a lot of the time, and it just ends up them chasing Danny and his Gotenks on the other side of the screen, key blasting you.
Yeah, you gotta go in with a game plan and execute perfectly against Danny, because if he finds the cracks, you are done for. He is going to completely open you up. It's like when PyCon figured out that Janemba was weak to sound. He just started screaming. He knew the answer. And that's what Danny ends up doing. He figures out the answer very quickly. So you gotta be ready and prepared to fight and prepared to defend. Oh my! Good golly gosh, Ranch. He challenged immediate on the fake lariat. The fake pressure? No.
Danny's one of those, right, where he's going to test your grit, test your merit, see if you're really going to bring out the real stuff. And he'll bet on exposing the gaps nice and early. And you see right here also, just lying in wait. I think he tried for a side switch combo, ended up dropping it, but it doesn't matter. Beam's going to pick it up for the kill regardless.
Again, public service announcement. Vanish is not a defensive option. That's all I gotta say. It may seem obvious, but as you can see, at the highest level, it still happens. And at the highest level, people still getting spun on.
Yeah, most definitely. It's just one of those things that's going to remain effective throughout a game's lifespan, right? Oh, the perfect attack also with punish right there. Try using it as an escape tool.
Little lockdown here again. Danny playing the neutral. Randy RP not overextending here. Again, still just willing to play full screen.
Try to bait him into an overzealous super dash, but that's what we kind of highlighted with Danny's play, is that he doesn't make a lot of those mistakes. He's a very disciplined Dragon Ball player, and we can see it time and time again here. He's not chasing the full screen dashes. He's not going to super dash you and set up an easy 2H. Like, he has the patience of a champ. Oh my goodness, and the reactions of one too. He knows how to counter the vanish wherever it's going to be.
That confirm was lit. That's all I gotta say. That was a hellish confirm. And again, that is the second time Danny's gone for that reset. Randy this time didn't have sparking to escape. Gets completely cracked open. Gonna be building the third bar here. Active switch DR. You're dead.
Gotenks gets fully engulfed by the beam on that mix-up. Like, you cannot see him. I don't care what nobody says. You cannot keep your eye on that birdie.
You realize real mix-ups. That's what's happening.
For real. Sometimes you gotta leave the eyesight behind. Trust one of your other senses, because that one, it was only gonna do you harm.
I can only smell the cross-up.
Yeah, exactly.
There's too much delay on the smell of vision. I can't.
That golden nose, bro.
Exactly. I can't smell the mix-up anymore. Oh my goodness.
Ooh! You see the splits into the immediate air 2H confirm? That looks so cool.
The moon jump punish on the beam. Always feels good to see. Let's see what Randy RP can do here. Yeah, that was almost it.
It almost was. He got the elbow on the raw tag, but a little bit tough to confirm there. And then an overzealous chase down. Randy not showing the respect of the air backdash falling button. And Danny gonna make him pay with a whole L.
Yeah, Randy not able to show us the never-ending combos that that 17 can do, but yeah, you're dead. Dang. Quick game. Quick first game. I'm not going to lie. It was really controlled from Danny.
Yeah, man, we talk about it, man. It was, again, Randy. He really cost himself a couple of times with these vanishes and these moments where, like, if Danny's in neutral, bro, like, he's going to react every time, and he's going to punish you heavily. We saw him do it with the 2H to start it off. We saw the Gotenks punches as he tried to vanish behind him out the corner. Like, it's just not going to happen. You really got to earn your hits up against Danny. Nothing comes for free.
Yeah, the punches was such a specific answer, too, and I really love that. Maybe even trying to, like, catch if he was able to backdash because the forward momentum you get from it. True. So Danny, just ready for every situation. Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna chase you down one way or another. Like, I don't know how fast I'm going in what direction, but I'm coming. I'm coming for you. It might be a Beyblade, it might be some hands. You're going to get it. That's what we saw.
All right, I like this a lot. Danny, champion swagger as per usual. Randy, he had a great set going into this one. He had moments that looked like they were going to lead to some big hits, but this is real bad way to start this one, bro. Okay, the assist did drop out, I see.
Yeah, I needed to, like, immediately spark into the 2H there to keep them together. Nah, remember, Vanish is not a defensive option. Trying to swing out of it, but gets caught. Not the biggest punish. Still.
Yeah, locked in the corner at the very least here, having to deal with these assists, deal with this pressure. Not pressing on anything, though. Does get clipped by the back-to-back IAD. Some old classic stuff.
El Clasico mix-up. IAD buttons. Nothing better than that.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll work from time to time, you know.
Like, you see my sick Super Saiyan Vegeta mix-up, IADH, and all your friends just pog up. You're like, what? That was amazing. A singular overhead? I've never seen that before.
They're all going crazy like it's the rap battle meme.
Exactly. Oh, nice. Level 3. This is what makes us go crazy. Are you going to spark, Manny, or are you calm, cool, and collected?
He's sparking.
You think so?
Oh, not even. Oh, and he just waits for it again at Randy. Oh, man. Tries to catch Danny swinging in with a barrier. The patience from Danny, though, is immaculate.
That was a page out of the Red Yojito handbook. It's not barrier, it's DP. Yeah. Same thing. Different function. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple.
I'm at minus frames, therefore you swing.
You press button when it's your turn. No.
Maybe not.
Why do they not press button, Ringe?
We talk about it. The frame data is more like guidelines than actual rules, bro. It's pirate status.
It's true. Sometimes you gotta break the rules. That's true justice.
You think Captain Barbosa abides by frame data? Not gonna happen.
not under the sea, man. He said, this is the true pressure. You are in the dead man's chest. That's crazy, Mr. Barbosa. It's like, I can't help this guy, all right? He's playing underwater, literally.
What's the...
Oh!
The spin twice? From left, from right, baby. It don't matter which way. You gotta stop trying to chase me down. Only one bar on deck, though. That means Gotenks gonna live up for only a moment. Electrifying elbow drop.
All right, that's why he's the Forest Ranger, all right? The kids went to defend the island, and they did a bad job. 17 had to beat him up for it.
Monster Island, bro. He's fought stuff worse than Cell, actually. Yeah, he has. Give him the super arm.
Ooh, super dash, super neutral, Randy RP with the super punish
Barrier
on the raw tag.
No
Barrier.
raw tags for you.
Oh man, and now lockdown once again, trying to chase down with. Oh no! Cut the tape. Production. We are witnessing a murder. Breaking news. Breaking news. His back is broken. That character is dead. Randy losing the lab code.
Dying as an assist, dying as a lab experiment.
Doesn't matter. The main experiment that is Cell is gone. No max.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Randy RP still bouncing back, not letting the happy birthday get to him mentally. Still staying very solid.
Again, one touch here. Randy just needs a straight hit into a vanish confirm. That's all he'll be looking for. Plus frames from the power blitz. Not able to get the full confirm though. Lockdown, and it is the Rekka series. And that is a terrible whip.
Randy! Again, it's the Danny factor, right? He still manages to kill him off, but it's one of those things where you're like, just trying to, your brain's being overwhelmed of the fact you're actually going to beat him, and you just try to go into a super, but it doesn't actually work. So it got very scary for Randy at the end right there. It could have gone really wrong really fast, but still manages to tie up the set.
Almost got a little overwhelmed. Very scrambly there, too. If you didn't see, Randy went for a try to finish off Vanish, because if the Vanish connects, you kill there. But again, if Danny 2H's, then you lose that character. So it's like a 50-50 of your own volition. You're like, maybe I'll go for that. That's fine. If I hit it, I win the game. If I don't hit it, I die. Like, that's fair. Fair trade. It gets the game anyways at the end with the finish there. That was almost unfortunate. After that super whiff, it was like, uh-oh. That's the worst feeling in the world when you have the game in your hands and you do the wrong super. That happened to a player recently at a major. Shoutouts to Justin Wong.
Oh man,
that was rough. Phenom out here eating, but right now we're seeing which player is going to be eating, guaranteeing himself a top 2 position here again. It's 3 out of 5 in this winners finals. A lot on the line. The Benjamins. I don't even know where that started, but I know where it ended.
Yo, for real, it looked like we skipped the timeline a second. Like, that was wild. All of a sudden, my man, Goku, just in there. But right here, we got the tag immediately off of the beam. Stabilization, that's the name of Danny's game plan right now.
That area is kind of insane. Ooh, trying to go for a little reset. Lockdown once again. Goes for the 6. That's the 6H. That was really smart. See, assist didn't work? Nah, bro. Randy's fighting the odds.
Oh, the hezzy right there. I love it. Give Danny just a moment to press a button. Perfect frame trap timing from Randy RP. Knockdown here. Oh, my goodness.
What is this?
What in the world is happening? That was ridiculous. Man's ended up on the other side. Goes back with the IAD, but there was so much stuff on the screen. It was hard to keep track.
Yeah, that mix-up was absolutely insane. Stole the corner with the cheeky vanish, and then went right back out. He's like, I'll give myself a left-right, no matter what, at all costs. Randy RP putting the work in right now on Danny. Danny finding an opportunity with that beam. Really good stuff. Can you? I think you killed here with the C assist? Nah, not able to confirm into it. I thought he had it.
Yeah, chooses not to go for the C assist extension right there. For one reason or another, Randy's going to be able to get that unhealthy character out. Lab code back in now. And this is a great spot to be in. Lab code at your back. You got your assist building back up as well. Plenty of meter on deck. Danny already low life with the cells, so you're not going to need too much to kill him off, but he finds the hit first.
And that was wild. Oh, Danny with an uncharacteristic drop. Really fortunate for the likes of Randy, but picks it right back up again. Going to get Cell out, and I agree with that. Keep him as healthy as possible. The assist can put in a lot of work, especially for Gotenks here. So let's see what Danny does here. Do you spark, Randy?
Now, I do think Randy sparks. Oh, I got it wrong both times, but Danny does take advantage of that hesitation.
Yeah, really good. That was a big old reflect from the side of Randy RP. And some big old damage here. You might be dead, by the way. Look at the scaling.
Yo,
Oh, it's not a might. It's a definite. Wow.
The chunks of damage you take after the punch starter. Wow.
That was a lot of damage, Ridge. He got hit really hard. Yeah. Got you really hard. That's when you double at the tables and you get two.
Yeah, that was no smooth peanut butter, only chunky.
Not the chunky peanut butter.
I
No
must myself.
with no jelly.
Oh,
Nothing to smooth it out. And Randy fighting out to try to smooth it out. Overhead counter hit. Cannot 2H on the new sparking. By the way, look at the damage right back at you. Chonk. My health bar.
That's big chungus status.
That's a peanut butter and jam sandwich, all red. Oh, vanish on vanish. We're playing Dragon Ball. 2H.
Here,
Yow.
no, Danny, a little bit desperate on the super dash. You don't see him pull those out often. But when you do, they just seem to work out. Not this time against Randy, though. He's role-playing the protagonist.
Yeah, Randy's trying to do it. To be the second person ever in Fight Nights to send Danny to the loser side. And that's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Perfect attack is answered with the block right there. Wonderful stuff. Maybe looking for a power blitz to lock down, get some plus frames. Doesn't want to approach Danny in the air because of that perfect attack is what you're seeing here. Just playing it so patient. No willingness to punish. On the beam, it's tense.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Randy, oh, no.
He went for the power blitz.
He did. Does get clipped this time. And he was doing such a good job kind of ignoring that devil on his shoulder, right? He wasn't getting desperate. He wasn't getting anxious. No Hail Mary attempts to get the hit, but now he's got to guess. Oh, and Danny, you're thinking about rolling attack which way. You're thinking about IADs and all that. Just a quick Dragon Rush. Keep it nice and simple.
Yeah, keep your eyes on the green circle, man. No, it can't hurt you. It's just a circle. Very good stuff from Danny to close that out. And again, all it took from Randy, he was fishing for the power blitz. He was looking for an opportunity to really catch out Danny on the ground. Danny kept himself airborne really well. 6S to get himself in as well. Actually, the 2S to get himself in, and just circumvented getting right by the power blitz with that super dash, caught the right angle of it, and that's just how it goes sometimes. A one decision game, and Randy RP not ready for the Dragon Rush in the corner. There's just so much that Cell can do. Has some of the best Oki in the game once he gets that knocked down, and that's what we saw.
It was a really tough moment. I think it was a blow to the morale of Randy going into that point, because you saw the startup of the power blitz, right? Like, you correctly identified it. We synced it. So when that happens and you're like, dang, bro, I went with an option that could have won. It lost because I was just a couple of frames late. It feels really bad. It's hard to get that composure back at the end of the match.
Yeah, when you're just a little bit too slow on the punish, you're like, dang it. Not like this, into the massive counter hit, and you're like, oh, brother, this guy stinks. It's me, I'm this guy. Oh, dude, the falling chop. Slap chop, send Goku to prison. Oh,
that's the Tasty Steve. You ever seen Tasty Steve stream games online? He's like, come on, Steve. And they're talking to himself.
Come on, Steve.
We've all been there as fighting game players. If you haven't yelled at yourself, then you're just too good, I guess.
Wow, too good on that situation, too. The barrier kept him safe, but 2H works out. Danny, are you going to spark? Nah, just ops the vantage. Oh, my God, ops the reflect and get out. That was crazy.
The last number to jump to him. Taking him back to the corner now. Oh, no, hits done too much. Wow, that could have been dangerous. Danny pops off with a level 3, but no punish, brother.
No, again, that's another moment where Randy needed to get that punish. Gets the overhead afterwards, but still, missing that 2M has got to hurt, especially after such a good defense against the wake-up level 3.
Exactly right, bro. You got the read, and then you didn't get the reward. Talk about stuff that feels bad.
All read, no rainbow. Really rough.
Oh, that was bars.
Oh, but the reads are paying off, and you know what? We're getting to the pot of gold on the other side of the rainbow right now. But there is no money in the bank right now, all right? I need a cash advance to get this kill. And got just a little, just enough cash to get it done. 2 bars.
Monster Island kills. We out here, look at this. Sending it through the mountainside. Danny here does have his sparking available. We'll see if he can compose himself. These are the characters I love him for it personally, the sell in the Go Tank. So we'll see if he can bring it back. And the C assist catching too, brother. Yeah, he's not only bringing us back, but he's taking a firm lead with it.
Dude,
Level
it's
1
like
gets
this.
a ghost style, 1 assist in the grave. 6 feet is waiting for you, fam.
Oh, yeah, and the super dash comes out. I like that from Randy to just chase down, knowing that Danny would be willing to go for the S. No punish on the raw tag once again. Reflect raw tag, good old reliable. Oh no!
The timing on that for Randy.
Da-da-da-da.
Dodging the jump
Bop,
to
bop, 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 bop. Could have gone into the C assist there. Doesn't opt to. Going to be able to kill with level 1, level 1. Very meter efficient. And now it's Danny down to the Go Tanks. But again, sparking 4 bars. This is definitely possible, especially with how potent Go Tanks is.
Yeah, like Go Tanks, he gets that sparking activated. You run into a punchy starter. I mean, your health is getting deleted. And look, he's even going with it with just a limit break. It'll shave off your health as well.
Yeah, all blue health too will become inconsequential. Super dash connects, and this is where it begins, Ridge. Gonna go for a head for the EX. Doesn't believe in the re-jump route. I mean, I respect it. Go for the simple stuff.
Yeah, keep it consistent in this instance, right, where you got to make this comeback. Oh, the counter hit. Randy trying to take his turn at an inopportune moment. Danny's going to be able to kill off this lab code. He's still got a good amount of meter, too. He's going to have to spin the level 3 because it's Go Tanks, but it's fine and dandy.
Yeah, you'll build that bar right back with sparking and be able to get the kill, I think, on the next touch, depending on the starter. So, really good stuff from Danny, and a firm, this is a very strong lead. Even if the life bars seem similar, that sparking is really the difference maker here. Oh my god, I thought he was going to get the punish.
Yeah.
There, oh, yep, GG's.
Speaking
Shake my hand.
Which, bringing him back to the ground. Yeah, no spark early here, so I guess he's going to be able to live through this, right?
Maybe spark at the end.
Oh, and Dragon Rush level 3?
Yeah. Oh no, just gonna go for the vanish. Could have got a lot more meter in the tank, not opting spark, maybe saving it for a rainy day, a rainy knockdown. But let's see exactly how Randy RP fights back. And there's no fighting back. It was enough. Never mind, Danny. All right. Jesus.
The limit break extra damage on that level 3. Yeah, we're used to that level 3 not killing, but it had to be just enough, bro. That might have been like perfectly calculated for the remaining life on Android 17. DM Danny, Grand Finals winner side. He's sitting on the throne, acting like that's where he's supposed to be.
Damage Master Danny. That was, I can't believe that killed.
I thought he had a pixel. I was like, okay, bro, you got one chance.
I'm shocked. I'm quite shocked that actually killed. But again, it's Danny. He is the main character of the PlayStation Fight Nights, now sitting in Grand Finals winner side for a reason over Randy RP. And Randy showed so many, like, even though that was a 3-1, like, that did not feel like a 3-1. It didn't feel like it was that close. Like, it didn't feel like it was that, like, far of a gap for Randy to clear.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, in that last game, right, it was all about that comeback, the Go Tanks comeback that we saw. Randy RP very much had that game in a convincing position. So that was dope from both players, but Danny taking his spot in winners finals as we take a look at the bracket, see what's up with everybody else here, how they progress in the lower bracket side of things. Gish taking it 2-0 over Toxic Devilish. Ryu taking down Muzan 2-0 as well. Muzan had a great showing in that upper bracket side of things as well. But Gish versus Ryu, 2 staples of the Fight Nights. Ooh. They're in the money, and they're going to be battling it for a chance at losers finals. Yeah,
and that last set ended with a raw vanish, and Gish was able to 2H against Ryu. So Ryu has been cleaning up in the loser side since that loss, and I think is pretty happy to get the run back against Gish. So this is going to be a great match that we have coming here. And again, another classic. We talked about it right at the beginning of the day, and now at near the end of the day, guess what? They got to fight each other again. That's just how the cookie crumbles. They're going to get to each other every once in a while, and that's what happens when you get to this level of play. It's like these clear favorites to fight it out. It doesn't matter what stage of the bracket. It's like, I don't want to fight this guy. It's top 4. Well, be like, yes, too bad. You got too far.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a certain point where it's like, whether it be sparring partners, whether it be double jeopardy, like, there's only a couple of you left in the bracket, bro. Like, this is the fate that you've bestowed upon yourself. Good job at being good. You know, these are the other people that are good too. So Gish and Ryu in that lower semifinal side of things, trying to get a chance at the lion's share of the prize pot. They got to go through each other right here. Then they got to go through Randy RP for a shot at Danny sitting on the throne.
Yeah, it's like, have you tried getting worse? No, I don't think I have. I've tried to continue
Alright, then
winning.
This is the life you lead, bro.
Yeah, now we go back to 2 out of 3 for this set, and there's 3 out of 5 the rest of the way. So Gish and Ryu getting a rematch to the exact specifications we saw before, and Gish getting the lead once again early on. Oh my god. Yeah, it may beat Key Blast, but it doesn't beat jabs, I'll tell you that much.
I was gonna say, this is a lariat-free zone, bro. No Stan Hansen here.
This is a no L zone? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Nothing to do in there, bro. Only dubs on this side. Good times. Gish in the building.
Oh, ghosts are still active. The raw tags answered excellently, and Gish is showing us a clinic with the Go Tanks, and we're gonna have to go to the clinic for some drop combos. We're having some performance issues.
Take this man for peds. You don't need to.
Uh-oh. What a raw tag. That was actually dash into raw tag. You're a genius. Never mind.
You know, sometimes you gotta do it. That's the scummy one.
But he was gonna cross me up. Nope. Oh. Go Tank's done for here. Gonna build a good amount of meter too. It really just comes down to the question. Nah, just gonna cash out. No assists were left. Didn't really have an extension there, and we get to watch the PowerPoint presentation.
Real quick, take note of all the Gojitas on your screen. How many were there?
It's like a party game. You gotta do.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta press. You gotta press
you knew
A.
exactly what I was getting at.
You're doing Goku inventory. Is that what we're doing? You have the theme song in the back, and you're like, oh man, but it's Dragon Ball theme.
They just got like, TN going by in a Super Saiyan wig, just to confuse you.
Piccolo shows up and he has a tail attached to him for whatever reason. And you're like, what's going on? This green guy is also a monkey. Oh man. Not able to escape, but the super dash, alright.
Oh, couldn't get the reach up. Oh my god, he was trying to chase him down with that super dash. Only found a Dodon Ray. Google Maps led you into a wall, fam.
That's when you trust the directions a little too much.
Yeah.
Turn left here. There's an ocean. You should do it. And you're like, alright. Nimbus said it was alright.
Yeah, the autopilot has malfunctioned, fam.
Man, that was so good. 2 level 1s should do it. Captain Sword.
Yeah, because it's Vegito, right?
Boom.
Oh, no shot at living through that one.
That's where he literally cut himself into pieces.
That was his last resort.
Absolutely. Alright, locked down in the corner. Dodon Ray! Butter gun! He's going to the movies lately. That's why he's got so much butter in his hands. Keeps it in his pockets. He's got like a little dispenser. That's what that is, by the way. It's not key.
The movie popcorn, the most buttery thing on the planet, for sure.
Yeah, that's what TN is packing.
Looking for, is he going to let it loose? He's got a lot of cheese in the bank.
Oh yeah.
Baby.
Double overhead. Nah, tap DR. Tap tech.
Take Dragon Rush, nothing doing here.
In sparking, this is terrifying. Oh, just ran out though. That's rough. Assist comes out, tries to go for the low again. And dude, Gish has not switch blocked until that very moment. He was just holding down back the entire time.
The discipline to just hold. Oh, you got schmixed on the cross under. You thought that was a sick hezzy to go back to the original side.
Dude, that was definitely a cross that of all time. That was to be remembered. That was a good one though. Ooh, the key blast.
That was a wrist and or thumb breaker, depending on what peripheral you play on, for sure.
Exactly. They're playing on the Donkey Kong bongos.
Brain breaker.
Brain breaker. Palm breaker. All right, let's see. DR teched again. DR techs have been very clean here. Nice reflect on the Chaozu. Ooh, in the air-to-air. Level 3 doesn't come out. But it doesn't matter. Gets the pick up on the 2L. Ryu getting the game on the board saying, later, Gish. I'm trying to get to my next enemy, my next dish.
That chain swing, brother. Well done from Baby. Coming up and cleaning up. Usually you got to clean up after the Baby. This time he does it himself.
That's good. Very meter efficient. This child is taking care of himself. Let's go, baby. It's like when your baby walks for the first time. You're like, this is incredible.
Do you watch Family Feud at all?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, there was like a question that was like, what would stun a doctor if a baby came out and immediately did something? And somebody answered, like, change its own diaper.
Oh yeah,
like,
that is a high level baby technique.
That would be high level, bro.
I don't think we're seeing that from Super Baby 2. We're seeing some more advanced techniques, and nothing changing here from the side of Gish. Again, the TN was putting in work, almost got the job done, but at the end of the day, Key Blast from the likes of Super Baby 2 were a little bit too much, and the low 2L, the buffs to it, it's a little bit faster, so it's harder to deal with. We got to see that on full display here from the likes of Ryu.
Ryu looked really good in that game. What? It was tooth and nail between these two, though. Oh, that time, Gish. He thought the rafters were safe, but not up against Super Baby, bro. He's got that sting aura.
Always be 6S'ing. That's what you have to do. He just did the JS, and just saying, that was the wrong option. Because you get it? Just saying? Like SAI? Oh, good. I'm glad. No, even further. Just saying. Like SAIYA.
Oh, it's a triple entendre.
That's all we need because you got 3 characters on the screen. But again, resetting this neutral incredibly well. No assists from either side. We're just
What did he hit
baby.
him with?
He hit him with the second hit auto combo, baby.
But like, what part of the body? I'm saying, like, was it a shoulder blade?
It was the forearm. It was the forearm.
Oh, sure. My man's got Popeye status.
Exactly.
He's got the tallest forearms in the business.
He said, "Why I oughta." That's what he did, and then he wound up his arm and he punched the hell out of Goku.
Oh, you got tall forearms, bro. That's a Super Saiyan 4 thing for sure.
He's got the extra hair on the arms. That's why.
Yeah.
That's it, dude. They stand on edge. Yeah.
Oh,
Vegeta
God.
14s.
Indeed, that was a privileged auto combo sequence for sure.
He needs it, bro. Optimal skill.
I'm with you. I like that character.
Optimal skill. Like, it's a hard thing to do. Committing to pressing a button 3 times in a row? Who would do that?
Yeah, I don't know. It couldn't be me.
No, never. Oh, man. Never gonna escape this corner. Ish. Gotta figure this out.
It was a nasty blue Goku mix to open him up in the first place. He just taking the corner for himself.
Ooh, trying to wait it out with a little bit of a hesitation. Seeing if Gish is going to flinch. 6M connects. 6M connects. Crack the dome piece. 2L. There was no low. And again, oh my God!
Oh, one of those, like, it's so tough to react in the moment, right? You think you're going to end up blocking an instant air dash button, completely whiffs, just commits to the 5L on the other side because, I mean, on hit, that's your combo tool. And if on whiff, you're just catching the opponent off guard.
Good block on the cross up here. Again, no 2H on the super dash. It is incredibly close, and the stagger ends up connecting. That was a big counter hit, which means Ryu was trying to press something and was not. Oh, whoa. Did you just see that, Rick?
Yeah.
Ryu got left. I'm not.
He did. That looked like it should have been death for the Vegito instead, and he proves who the superior blue-haired Saiyan is. And it's the fusion one, as we all know him, though.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought? 2 better than 1, huh?
Yeah, 2-in-1 special. Both of those characters. Oh, he's dead. He's very dead. By the way, this is still a 2-touch game, both sides now.
Most definitely.
No!
Oh, come on, brother. Oh, he sniped the baby at the very least, but this should have been a dead Gogeta 4. Now Ryu's going to have a chance to just plow through him offensively. We're going to bait out the spark. Not even. He just committed. Goes with the lariat to try to suffocate him. I like the held on the vanish to make sure he didn't get 2H and the fade away for the hit.
Yeah, I feel like he was saying kick the baby. Sounding like Kyle out here. Oh my God, the baby gets the hit right back though. Very good, and now Gish gonna be put into, it's not even a one-touch situation, but it's more about the sparking time that's running out.
Yeah. You're just locking him down here. Guard cancel vanish out. Oh my God, yeah, the jump has whiffed, and Ryu trying to cover his tracks with a desperation vanish right there. Gish waiting and ready.
All right, let's see if the 2H comes in. Do we kick the baby? That is what we're looking for. The Super Baby 2. Oh my goodness. No more sparking, no more nothing. Where's the butter gun? Gotta be so careful of the Dodon Ray. There it is.
It is indeed. The Hezzy super dash caught the low attempt from Gish. Doesn't actually turn around. The 2H blocked in time, but the cancel into the Dodon Ray. You talked about it. Oh, man's buttery smooth with the cancels.
Oh, and the Chaozu, he's sacrificing his friend. You see that little tear? He didn't have to kill his friend.
He didn't.
And he's like, it is necessary. He opened his third eye and he said, you know what?
You're better off this way.
It's your time, little fella.
Yeah.
It's you gotta go.
Our time is over. You must part.
The Crane School. The Crane has reached its years. I'm only 18. Too bad.
That's too old, bro.
We have to defeat the evil that is Super Baby 2. And
Man,
this is the only way.
What a comeback from Gish.
That was really good. The Tien doing it again. The Tien almost did it the first game, too. So this is the closest 1-1 we've seen. And it was almost a 2-0 for the side of Gish. Like, if he was able to pull it off, one more decision with the Tien in the last game, we wouldn't be having this conversation much. But now we're going into game 3. Gish versus Ryu. Man, good set so far.
Indeed, indeed. And remember, this is going to be the final game. This is loser semis. So we're back in the 2 out of 3 lands. Whoever wins this next one gets a chance at Randy Powers there in the losers finals.
Oh, yeah. Randy Powers. I'm so happy that you enjoy that nickname I came up with. I wonder how Randy feels about it. If you're in the chat, Randy, please tell me how you feel about your newfound Randy Powers. Happy birthday! No, but the drop, all he needed to do was 2M. But again, I don't know. I don't play this red monkey. But I do.
Yeah, exactly. But you do, though. It's unfortunate for Ryu, leaving some damage on the table. Gish get himself collected, put out the ghost. How you gonna deal with it, bro? Paranormal activity.
I don't know who to call, and I'm looking her to bust her right now. This is nice Dragon Rush to get the sliding.
Oh, not even.
Uh-oh. No more assists, but again, it's all about the staggers. Gets a couple more plus frames. El Lariato explode, by the way. Chunks of damage. Peanut butter.
Yeah, that's one of the best options off of a Dragon Rush tech, right? You really got to respect it going up against Gogeta, because look at the reward he gets, bro. Oh my, no way! Chasing down the punches like that, putting it back in the corner? That was disgusting.
They were changing their own fate neutral. The baby was doing it.
That was, yeah, like, it's something I've never seen before.
Who chases down EX punches? Like, what? That was... like, sometimes people super dash it, but, like, the straight up, I know what you're going for. That was insane. The preparation for the heavy punches. The preparation age. That's what we got to see there. Oh, my God. Lockdown. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. I wonder if that was auto-blocked because of still being in block stun, or if Gish is nasty. Yeah. Let's see. Couple more staggers. No baby assist just yet. And Gish completely aware that it is their turn.
Yeah, he identified that Ryu didn't have any more assists to cover that gap, right? So clicking his spot perfectly.
Boom, 6M. Sparking comes out, yeah.
Wow.
I like that. You know what? Because now if you get this hit on Vegito, you build 10 billion bars, but you're not going to build anything. Actually, look at him getting the hits here. Vegito is doing his job. He's doing his job. He's building a ton of meter. He's dead, but... oh, no, the drop! Never mind! Ah, the punish on the raw tag. Gish said, get out of here.
Yeah, the drop actually working out perfectly, because now he's going to get a free kill on the Gogeta as Ryu tried to get his bleeding character out of dodge. Sacrificed a whole one.
That was very unfortunate. Oh, my God.
Yeah, just landed into the low right there. Caught Ryu trying to escape. You saw the counter hit indication. Now down to just the baby. He's got limit break. He's got 7 bars. Still, though, both these characters are extremely healthy for Gish.
You gotta release the gorilla, man. It must be done. Oh my God, I thought a 2H was gonna come straight into the Super Baby 2. And the tip of... bro, dude, tip of the shoulder tackle?
The Dodon Ray extension looked wild right there, too. What in the world?
I think it just added a little bit of extra dip on it. Oh, nope, unblockable. Unblockable shoulder tackles, and just like that, Gish with a 2-1. Getting that run back has to feel good about that one. Was in the loser side, just, you know, frothing at the mouth, ready to beat the hell out of Ryu. He's like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get him no matter what. Very good stuff, though. Like,
yeah,
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Very impressive display from Gish right there. And again, the discipline, it all comes back to that. He didn't get antsy. He recognized the gaps that we saw as well when the assists were ran out. Just in general, a beautiful play.
Yep, and that's what we'd expect, especially getting further and further into this bracket. That is what we've been looking at and looking forward to, because now we have 2 matches remaining. Got our losers finals and our winners finals. I mean, our grand finals and we're going to take a look, I believe, at the bracket real quick just to see how our players have journeyed through their day, through their evening, playing some Dragon Ball FighterZ, again, here on the PlayStation Tournaments, Fight Nights, and, you know, shout-outs to Sony for putting this together and giving the players a pedestal to play on. As we get to the top three, the true pedestal, who's going to sit on first, second, and third as we get closer in, Randy RP versus Gish, and Danny was able to take down Gish, but is it going to be the same case for Randy? That's the real question we've got to ask.
Yeah, Randy and Gish have not come across each other's paths yet this tournament, Ryan, so we're going to get a first-time showing, at least this time around, but also big ups to, who just lost again? It was
Ryu.
Ryu, that's right. Ryu did get in the money, right, with that fourth place finish, so big ups to him. I wanted to highlight that before we moved on, but yeah, trying to get to that lion's share of the prize pot now. We're into the losers finals action. Randy, who's looking good up against Danny, like you indicated before. That 3-1, it felt a little bit closer than that, right? Even in that last game where Danny ended up coming back, it was 3 characters to 1 at that point. Randy was very much in control, but Gish got a lot of momentum right now. He did well up against Danny, too, able to put a W on the board. You can see these players are starting to catch up to that upper echelon of skill that Danny's been on for a while. So I'm looking forward to seeing these two clash and powering each other up before that grand finals.
Yeah, who's going to give who the Zenkai boost right here between Randy RP and Gish? Gish playing like a beast unleashed right there. You know, when you get, there's players, when they get sent to losers, there's 2 ways it can go. They completely flounder, or they really start to shine, right? Because when the pressure is on, they can overcome. It's like, all right, now it's do or die. I have to play as clean as possible. Or they, like, the nerves go away. It's like, all right, cool, well, nothing to be stressed about. Let's do our best. And then they play at their pinnacle. We've seen it for years and years. And it's not rare when, I mean, it is pretty rare when a player can win from losers. But when it happens, it's like, those are some of the best moments. Oh, my God. And that was a good moment from the side of Randy RP. Gish not waiting long enough.
These are a beautiful thing, Jake Ryan. I'll tell you what. Who would have thought? That was a sick combo as well from Gish. Gonna take him down, get that hard knockdown in the corner. Oh my goodness! That was so clean. The counter into the jump normal. That was wild.
It's like, this is what you could do if you dyed your hair white. Just bleach it. Like, that's why they call me Big Goku, just like Big Lev.
The broad string trying to string him up right there, but the raw attack after the reflect, classic defensive options. Again, now this is 3 out of 5 territory as well for the people at home. Just a friendly reminder.
Pop! Gish with the level 3. Give me that knockdown. Tries to go with the meaty 2M. Again, there's no assist here for just a moment, so this is all stagger pressure. Nothing too real, but Randy not willing to swing, not willing to challenge out, and gets scooped up by the 2M. I don't even think he has to spend a bar to kill. Nope.
Whether that was real or imaginary, you lost your character. So what counts in the game counts in the real world.
When you die in Dragon Ball, you die IRL. That's what happens. When you play TN, you go bald.
Oh my god. Sharing the fates. I'm only playing Saiyans then.
Yeah, it's true. You gotta have the longest hair. You're not allowed to play TN. Or Nappa. Or Jiren.
Dang, so I'm locking myself out right now. And the RP trying to get rid of this bald. No, I was gonna follow it up with a B word. That wasn't good, so I'm not.
This bald fella.
Yeah, the bald fella.
Oh man, and he's gonna be put in the dirt pretty soon here. Let's see, what a raw tag. Again, good old reliable.
Yeah, it's just such a strong defensive options. Always gonna be one. Level 3 to finish the job as well. Gish looking strong here to start this lower final.
Ooh, nice stuff.
Yeah, not getting got by the multi-hits on the overhead there. No 2H ready on the neutral jump. Maybe it was
oh my god,
Randy trying to make his way out, but wasn't anticipating that.
Yeah, snuck right through into the beam from UI Goku. And then goes for this cheeky little Dragon Rush. I love that little hesitation there to get that pickup on the low. Huge stuff, Randy RP. Oh my god, the drop! No, now you're dead, you lose. The 17.
You hate seeing characters die to dropped combos, right? Like, in the middle of it, getting punished for it. That is a real tough break because Randy would have been in control of this moment, this match, but instead now going to be 3 characters to 1.
That's how it goes, man. And you make that one mistake and your opponent's going to capitalize, especially at this losers finals. This is the level we're at. You are not afforded many mistakes.
100%, man. Your opponent's going to punish them heavily every single time. Respects the held advantage. Knew the 2H wasn't going to be free right there. Let his assist do the job, and my goodness, which way did he go indeed?
Sometimes the assist got to do the heavy lifting, man. That's just how it goes.
That was a nasty Blue Goku mix-up. Shout outs to the Rock to put him on life support right there. Building that little remaining life he's got back. That was a cool air dash cancel off the block normal, but not going to get him enough until now.
Yeah, good pickup right there. Yeah, that first hit of the 2H, and then you can cancel. It's so tricky to deal with, too, because he has so many different... That's
a nice damage starter right there. Making the most out of this last hit of sparking as well.
Oh, man. Again, the sparking comes out from the side. It gets the stare down. Oh,
counter hit, and then the 6M closed the round out. You already know he could have got a further extension with that because he was in sparking as well. So great time to bust it out.
That was sick. I'm not gonna lie. God,
A little scurry though. Nobody looking too convincing in that first game.
yeah, a little bit of a jump scare there at the end. Randy was fighting for his life and ended up just getting cracked open by the universal option twice. And I mean, it hits everybody. 6M is unblockable for a reason, man.
Yeah, man. Like that's another one of those things that it feels like it should have faded, like its effectiveness should have faded with time, but it really hasn't. It's just remained like a good old reliable tool that more often than not ends up hitting.
Potatoes are never going out of style, Range. I'm sorry.
100%, man. 100%.
They're a staple. Same thing with rice. You got to eat your rice. You got to eat your potatoes, some broccoli. Got to eat your greens, man. Got to eat your 6Ms. Make you a strong warrior.
It's part of a well-rounded meal, right? Like in the fighting games, when you have to think about all these options, when you combine it with all the potential possibilities on offense, it's one of those things that really rounds out your sequences, your pressure.
Got to cover every angle, every opportunity. I like that attempt to go for the Beyblade mix-up.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that myself, too. I was surprised Randy had the defense, the wherewithal to block it the first time it came out. It was impressive.
He said, I've seen this before.
Yeah,
He's like, I've never done it.
These blocks from both sides right now, kind of absurd.
Oh, yep, mashed through the barrier, but not fast enough. Gets the hit out, and now Randy RP gonna steal the corner.
Yeah, before I think he would like auto combo mash through it. That time he was staggering with the 2 Ls, right? So it seemed just not in time to blow through the assist. And you get that healthy lab code in, spin the level 3 with it. And she's not going to be able to build too much bar, but Gotenks doesn't have too much health left, so she can get to that 1 bar on the starter. It'll be a kill. What a block again, though. Gives his defense. And that's what happens. You block too long, you can get grabbed.
Yeah. Can't commit to the blocks for too long. That's when the layers start coming in. All right, you want to block everything? Here's a grab. Are you truly reacting? Let's test it. Let's get the litmus test. We got to see how toxic our pressure has to be. And right here, it's a pretty good balance level pH. Let's see how balanced this Oki is.
The Kaioken supplement.
Oki's so good. Oh, man, not able to get the hit. Sorry. I could help this.
The NPC
Oh.
energy. Oh,
Debuff's so
grab.
good.
Yeah.
I love it. It's too powerful, man. Oh, man. Now lockdown once again. No assist, though, so it's all natural pressure from lap code.
Now I need like the filter with the Saiyan here. It got me feeling like a Saiyan. And then you just scream. Oh, okay. We need to go to TikTok.
It's over, dude.
It's time to start making some money on this.
It's over. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Oh, yep. Good old reliable. I love EX tackle. Where's the overhead? Nah, goes for the command grab, and you jump those, Randy? Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
command grab, not so good apparently.
Not so good. Jump so good. Fuzzy jump so strong.
Most definitely is. We'll just try to keep the pressure on him, but Gish gonna relieve some of that with a sparking right back at you.
No.
No 2H, the long distance super dash. Mans was cross country with that joint.
That was tragic. That was tragic.
That was Cali to Australia with that direct flight.
The full screen super dash, and you're like, yeah, it's not a long fight. Not a long flight, and it's from Japan, LAX to Japan. It's not a long flight. You're like,
Took a little 12 hours.
Definitely pretty long. You could have answered to that in any period of time.
Oh, goodness, Gisha trying to keep his, like, I don't even know how to describe it, honestly. He does get caught, though, trying to scramble out. Look at his elbows, bro.
Wow.
He's really trying to control this chaos, and he is doing so.
Yeah, Gish has been so good with the EX shoulder tackles. Randy RP really hasn't found an answer. You reflected.
Double time.
Oh my god.
These players playing from full screen like this is wild. The options the characters have.
Yeah, we are swinging with our full screen normals. And still had to block the Donut Ray there, by the way. Uh-oh. Don't press the normal falling. Ah! He flipped the wrong direction! He didn't get turned around. Oh my god, but the drop.
Yeah, the Donut Ray couldn't find it. Oh, what in the world, bro? He flips the right way this time. The Super Dash extension, he was ready for it.
Yeah, that was a drop. Oh, and he lives. Oh my god, no shot. Overhead. Tap the forehand.
He gave him the noogie right there.
This little fella, get off the screen. That's when you take the controller away from your little brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say he really low-broed Goku like that. I mean, he was the hero of Dragon Ball Super. I guess you can do that.
Oh, he armored through, and then the 5H afterwards. That was so dang smart. Gosh.
Nasty right there. Lots of extensions doing hefty damage to 17. My goodness.
The matchup we never got to see. Oh, the DR to wake up. All right, it's Crane versus Turtle. Let's see if Gish can get over this hurdle. Let's see what goes on.
Which style prevails, brother? The instinct versus the third eye open.
Oh!
He confirms it. Beautiful from Gish. Is he going to build a little one? Oh, no problem with it. Let's get that 2-0 lead going. Shout-outs to Rock.
That was really good. That was a great conversion right there. Wonderful cross-up. And again, using a lot of the strength from the likes of TN. And Randy not willing to bust out there. I think that was the biggest thing. Gish knew that Randy was committed to the defense, so he wasn't afraid of the EX bust out. He wasn't afraid of a wake-up. Level 3, I'd have to double-check the meter there. Wasn't afraid of the Unleashed Will wake-up as well, so the unique wake-up. And just held it down. Went for his mix-up, went for his cross-up. Says, you're not going to do H. You're not going to do this. I'm going to win the game. So 2-0. Good stuff with the TN, man.
Yeah, man, really identifying his opponent's habits in the moment, right? Like you said, that Randy, especially on a UI Goku, you even got a unique wake-up, as you highlighted. He's got many, many ways to go about his defense, but right there, he identified that the down bag was what he was going with, and he exposed it.
Exactly, man. And now, moving on to our next match, 2-0 lead. Let's see if he can close it out. This is a potential last match before we get to see Danny fight it out. Can Akaza on the other side, Randy RP, make it happen?
Oh, that was a beautiful cancel right there. He ended up avoiding the beam and then he punishing it all together. Gish again rolling to start this game 3. Oh, but just as I say that, the Dragon Rush extension at the end dropped, and it's all an opportunity. He's making the most of it. Oh my, wait, never mind.
Oh, nice extension. Down. Perfect. Randy RP starting off strong in this third game.
Well, we escaped this time with the punches, not chased down like we saw previously. Oh, the elbow reflected at the last second. Oh, just wants to take Noki afterwards. I like that setup, actually. The super dash with the assist behind it. The clash, he just was holding back, was going with the lights because of it. Oh, and then baits out the reflect. Knew that Gish was starting to get overwhelmed right there. He wanted the easy way out.
Yeah, and that is going to be a kill right there on the likes of Gish's Gotenks, who's been able to get a lot of mileage here. But now, let's see what Goku Blue and TN can do here.
Right, feet in the middle. Oh my, he's trying to get real frisky on that with the air punches. Instead, the Dodon Ray comes through, sets up Gish perfectly for an extension here. He's got to make something happen to cut this character deficit. Oh, and he will do that. That Dragon Rush just lying in wait right there, giving Randy RP that moment to respond with something. Recognize he doesn't. Bets on the Dragon Rush, and the bet was big.
Oh, yeah. Now, looking good. Evened up, and has the meter lead here, too. So Gish really bouncing back excellently. And good defense so far as a... Never mind. I'm sorry. 1-800 commentators curses.
Oh no, and then he got caught. I don't know, maybe he was trying to back up on the cross under, or what was it? Either way, Randy gonna make the most out of this hit once again here. Oh, okay, he blocked it that time. That was good.
Nice, and now Randy RP should be able to get the kill here. Level 1. Oh, 1-800.
My man, I'm telling you, that's another venture we can explore. We got the hotline. If you're trying to pay us to curse you during pulls at Evo, we're gonna be commentating them, bro.
I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. I'll just walk right behind your chair. Say whatever you need me to say. But again, we've seen Gish make this comeback before with TN and has all the meter on deck to make it happen. Uh-oh. But you got to get it started first. You got to find that first hit, and we haven't seen that just yet. Randy RP finding an opportunity. Where's the spark? There it is. So scary. Oh my God!
Chaozu caught him flinching. We got so much meter too. How much we're gonna spend? Let's get that level 3 going, and what the mix gonna be. Oh, waits it out there. Definitely took into account the 17 assists too. The activity on the jump normal though. Oh no, 2H. Oh,
nice air there.
Android 17 assists.
Lockdown has to hold that, and the pressure is just too much. Randy RP makes it happen with the lab coat. We are going to a game 4. Level 1 does it. Doesn't even opt for the stomp. I got scared that was going to whip off screen.
I know, yeah, right? With some of the drops we've seen, I don't blame you for getting scared in that moment there. Very easily could have happened, and then Gish would have had a huge opportunity to bring it back, but right now, not going to happen. Randy RP puts himself on the board, will not go quietly into the night.
Exactly. Man. We might go to a game 5 here, Wrench. It might just happen. Randy RP showing signs of life. Yeah, and again, it changed up after Randy got rid of the Go tanks. It felt like a different game. It felt like he had control. So I need to see that from Randy. If he can win the point war, it's going to look a lot better.
Yes, indeed, right? We've seen that Go tanks has been a menace to society here. So that's going to be priority number 1, kind of dealing with that threat. And then it really does feel like the team just slows down with the Blue Goku and the TN. They both have great stuff. And the Blue Goku has been pretty chaotic, to be fair. But nonetheless, it just feels like once that Gotenks is out, the team feels a little gutted.
Yep, you don't have the glue right there when the point loses. Just not enough gas in the Blue Goku and the TN. Oh, okay. We're flipping.
Yeah, long distance on that one.
That's burger flipping right there, baby.
The logo grabs. Steph Curry on the range. Good stuff from Gish right now. Doing up that bar. That's Gotenks, one of the best characters in the game at doing. Look at all this meter, but drops it. Took the hit stun to its absolute limit right there. And I mean, it might have been a setup for a cheeky reset, but he got back to the wall, or back to the UI Goku, I should say, and he was not in prime position.
Yeah, I definitely think that one was maybe just a mistake. But again, pushing it to the very limit, I like that. I don't think this is the time to try to push the envelope. However, it does humble like that sometimes, and that is going to be a dead Goku Blue. Oh my goodness. Can't even say the right Gokus. Can't even see the right Gokus, but all I can see is a lead for Randy RP.
Guys, we're trying to keep up with the Dragon Ball speed, right? The mortal eyes are not built for it, but we are adjusting best we can. Randy RP doing the same thing in this set. Down 2-1, but he strikes first blood here in game 4, trying to tie up the set. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, lands in time for that 21 lab coat to come in and smoke the tag.
Oh my god, the barrier, wow.
Yeah, the barrier, it looked like it. Did it whiff or did it actually catch the Chaozu move?
Not 100% sure. I think it did catch the Chaozu.
It looked like it actually did catch Chaozu, but then afterwards he just kind of froze there. I don't know.
Maybe the property didn't trigger the barrier, so he couldn't cancel out of it.
Was that a TOD?
I think so. I think he literally just died.
My man introduced him to Todd at the end of that. I was so concerned with the Chaozu hit, I didn't even realize it.
Yeah,
And
that sparking.
straight sparking killed him off.
Yeah, that sparking was kind of cracked up.
Oh my god, and now it's a happy birthday, brother. These are 2 for 1.
Dude, no way. Is that? It's over. It's
It
over.
is.
GG's.
It
GG's.
is,
It's over.
100%. He's just gonna unload the bank right here. Gish is gonna be moving to grand finals. Assist dead, point character dead. Oh my lord, how quickly it comes crumbling down.
That
Bruh, wow. He
I
straight
have-
touch of death to one character and then 75% plus your assist another character.
I have no words. That was wow. Yeah, that just happened. That was
Marvel 3 with how quick you died on that one. That was nasty, bro.
I blinked and I'm like, wait a minute, it's over. Like I realized after you said happy birthday, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
And I didn't want
that's
I
TN
didn't
in the
want to
back.
I didn't want to say it because 1-800 commentators curses, but we're gonna get into our next match here pretty soon. Danny versus the likes of like I can't believe it. I literally was just jaw open like wow, that really just happened. And that's how it goes, man. That's like sometimes you just get happy birthday and you
Bro,
get sent to the gulag.
We were just talking about how Randy was looking good. It's most likely going to result in a Game 5 considering how Game 4 started, and then he just lost his whole team. In the blink of an eye, much quicker than people usually lose their teams in Dragon Ball FighterZ. That was a rare moment of decimation.
Yeah, that was violent. That's to work that hard against the likes of Gish and then have it end like that just off of a happy birthday. A TOD into a happy birthday, mind you. Like you were
first character
doing
TOD'd, second and third characters happy birthday. The point character had a lot of life to it. It did not matter.
like you won the point war.
Yeah.
You won the point war. We said Randy's looking good, right? We're like, all right, stoked. Blink, game over. GG's Gish. Like that's how fast it was.
Yeah. Like legit, man. I mean, and that's one of the luxuries of having TN in the back, right? Like he's that character that he can just dump as much meteor as he has when you build so much during the sparking, and then you get a fortunate happy birthday like that. Literally, it leads to your entire team getting smoked. So incredible stuff from Gish right there, able to get a grand finals birthplace for himself, going up against DM Danny, our reigning defending champion of the Fight Nights Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah, we're getting into it. And I don't know, can Danny the back to 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 back? I can keep saying it. I feel like I'm Bugs Bunny. Like I don't know, man. Danny definitely has it in him to make it happen. As we get into our last set of the night, grand finals of the PlayStation Fight Nights, Gish from the loser side and Danny on winner's side. You got to win 3 if you're Danny, and Gish has one long road to follow if he wants to get the title and usurp Danny. Is the coup gonna work out, man? Are we overthrowing? Are we overthrowing Danny?
It's about that time for a mutiny. Can Gish become the new champion, the new leader of the Fight Nights? I don't know, man. Danny's got like a death grip on first place, it feels like. But right now, he's got control of this match as well. Until Gish had a timely reflect, now he to start his own pressure, but that Dragon Rush tech bringing it back to neutral.
Oh yeah, and the 2H Gish ready. That was a close super dash too. So wonderful reactions from the likes of Gish. So get that out of here. No ish.
You don't want none of that. You're gonna have to earn these.
Yikes.
Even a close getting punished, recovered in time to punish that big guard cancel tag out. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, huge pickup here. Da-da-da. Oh, yeah, you're not...
Bro.
Wait, are you dead? Level 2, level 1, level... Oh my god, level 1, level 1, level 3? No way this goes. No way.
Nah, it's
No.
gotta be around a pixel.
Yeah, you're not... Wait, maybe? No shot, no shot. Okay, yeah, just a little bit left. One more bar would have done... Brother! You had it!
Did the air block center right there, locking down the lab code for a little bit longer than anticipated. Gish able to finish off the lab code eventually.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, little late of a reflect with Danny perfectly baiting that out with the straight sequence. Bring it down, baby. Level 3 final comment.
Nice, the level 3 knockdown, same side. Yep, goes for the overhead. No, the low is blocked. Oh my god!
Jump the command grab, hold up Gish. The defense looking out of this world right now.
Dude, he is firing on all cylinders. Like I said, when those players go to losers, they turn into a different animal. And that's what we're seeing from the likes of Gish. He is a cornered beast, and he is showing us how strong he can be. But now, literally a cornered beast. He is stuck in the corner. This is going to be pretty rough.
And Danny, one of the best goal takes in the business right here. He's going to spin that level 3, not even. Just bring him to the ground, set up shop afterwards. Whipping a couple of buttons, but Gish very content to see what Danny was going to bring out next. And unfortunately for him, did not react to the Dragon Rift.
Nice. Very good stuff. And now, evened up. Gish versus Danny. Let's see. Sparking on both sides, too. And the low connects from Gish. Really good stuff.
Man, Danny got locked down by that assist for a moment. Maybe he was holding up after landing, was trying to take back to the skies and just got clipped. Wasn't expected to be locked down in that moment. Oh, the screen though, connecting again. Elbow catches the cell assist just for fun and games. To be fair, the cell assist is not healthy right now, so it's a little dangerous to call that in certain circumstances, especially because Gish has that TN available. Blocking it all out here.
Ooh, yeah.
Intent. Full reflex there, but no double reflect gambit. Oh, and then again, Danny opens him up with these strings. Able to bait out a reflect successfully for the second time in this round. No retribution on that. He was respecting it.
Yeah. So hard. I mean, again, it's like it's a rock and a hard place. It's like, do I go for this or do I get completely opened up? Knockdown once again. Level 3, give me the knockdown.
Yeah, spend some of that sparking time for Gish as well, right? Make sure that TN doesn't have an opportunity to do a lot of his damage, build the meter back in the process. Oh no, just gets dumped on the head with a jump light. Again, this is just great for Danny. Even if he's not doing a lot of damage right now, you see the portrait flashing white. That sparking is just about gone.
Ooh.
The punches, bro, they're so obnoxiously long, too. You just gotta sit there and watch him pummel you.
Nice. Sparking comes out.
Whips on that one, but Gish wasn't ready for it to whiff. He didn't take advantage of it. Oh, does try to take advantage of that one, though, but the held advantage keeps Danny safe.
Nice. And again, Danny looking for one more touch. No 2H right there. Had the opportunity. Stole the turn back.
Yeah, very surprised to not see Danny react with it right there. During the freeze, he saw that he wasn't actually locked in block stun, so he could have got the 2H off, but moment of hesitation, that means the Go Tank's not quite lost, but close to it.
Yeah, 6M connects. Wow, the universal stuff.
The character in there. One of the classics. Oh, he's still connected with that, and he tried to sneak it elbow, but Gish didn't have the follow-up to the 2H.
Oh, but the whip, perfect attack. Oh my god. Gish gets the first game. That was a little sloppy at the end right there.
Yeah, Danny was going for a couple of, it felt like Hail Marys, just kind of throwing moves out there, expecting Gish to run into them, but the patience and the spacing from Gish was super on point.
Yeah, really good stuff. Gish with the 1-0 lead from over DM Danny. And that's, I mean, again, we got to see if Danny claps back here, right? The typical story from Danny is he'll lose the first one and then hit the 3-1. That's usually how the finals go, right? The one time he had to reset as well, he just speed run it. But let's see what Danny can do. What does he have in store? Obviously, it's going to be the same team. But
yeah, but legit, like every time he takes an L, the first character of his opponent on the game after gets deleted. Like, it's so fast how quick he usually takes down the first character. So that's what I'm expecting here. Just that's what the track record has given us. But we'll see. Gish has been looking super on point today. He did take down a game from Danny in their upper side of their matches. So grand finals here. He's at least put one on the board already as well.
all right, let's see. One on the board is more than a lot of other players can do, but Danny clapping back in the way that we'd expect him to. Nice tech.
Yeah, very nice. Oh my goodness, the Google Maps right there. I'll lead you to the right direction, don't worry. Back into the lab coat here. It's time for her to do the business handling. Quick little reflect, gets him away. Dodon Ray not converted off of, however, Key Blast. This is chaotic right now. Lots of energy on the screen.
Yeah, all plasma.
But Gish stabilizes once again. Dragon Rush into the knockdown. Ghost up, not even. Oh, tries to bait something out, but doesn't get far enough away for the spin. Real good stuff right now, Gish.
Yeah.
2-4
Oh my
bars for
God.
Danny. And it's exactly what we talked about, right? Danny, you somehow, some way, after taking an L, deletes that first character so quickly. That is the story we've seen yet again. Oh, that was nasty. Ended up getting to the other side right there. Kind of put him in a sandwich with the assist and the point character.
Oh, nice block. Yep. Good reflect from the likes of Danny as well. And the overhead finally connects. Gish not having the defense unlock that time. But again, not going to build the bar necessary to get the kill here against Gish.
Yeah, speed, man. There's so many options Lab Code has. Once she makes you block and assist right there, whether it be the overhead, a setup into like a command grab. So many options to open up the opponent right there. That scramble overhead is one of the most successful ones. Take it to the ground right there. The Dodon Ray is committed here. Not going to have assists for this next bit of offense. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Just baits out the spin, staying in the air long enough to get the super dash punish. You got to spin the one bar, but well worth it.
Very good stuff. Nice. And now Gish, fighting back. This is really good. Oh my God. Able to escape the C assist. We are scrambling. He punched the hell out of TN right there.
No Dodon Rays here, but put that away. I'm tired of it.
Get the ray gun out of here, all right? I know we just got the news, but you can't start using it.
Trying to keep the cholesterol down, bro. No butter guns here. I like it. Danny here ends up getting it off the Dragon Rush, and that's one of the toughest things to defend against in this game is like the cell drop down. It's going to be left, right, high, or low, and they just Dragon Rushes you. You get caught overthinking, frying your brain in the process.
Yeah.
Oh. Too far for the 6M. Immediate advantage as he sees himself whiffing. Actually gets the landing with one more overhead. Didn't confirm off it. Even Gish wasn't expecting it, but he picks up the combo regardless.
Nice. Knockdown. Let's see. Oh, still in sparking. That's the most important part. Danny not able to hold out. Gets cracked on the dome.
Yeah, I like that Gish switched it up. He went with like the consecutive fast overheads the first time, and then he went like with a delayed overhead after the 6 and the second time. Caught Danny.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God!
And this time Gish the one ducking before he needed to. He gets opened up. My God, look at the damage here. Level 3 as well. The limit break sparking, making this hurt so bad. Again, one hit away, no matter what the starter is. Again, is Danny trying these cheeky up-tag Dragon Rushes, but Gish staying firmly planted on the ground.
Nice Dragon Rush right there, too, to finish it off. And now it's a one-touch situation with the one bar here. If you go to the EX overhead, you might just be able to kill off of the level 1 again. Just both sides jails. Oh, but the armor! He makes it happen. 2-0 lead over Danny. Damn.
Wow, back-to-back games being taken over Danny. A rare sight to see here at the PlayStation tournaments. And that's with Gish losing the point battle, right? Like we said, it was the tale of the tape that Danny usually tells us, and that is the point character gets deleted after an L. And he did it, and Gish still got the dub, so that was big. This should be a huge confidence builder for him.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the closest. I don't think... Again, new sentence. Danny getting 3-0'd in grand finals. Like, dang. That's all I'm going to say. That would be pretty interesting to say that sentence. And we might get there. Gish putting up a hell of a show, figuring out Danny. Again, since he went to losers, he has just been putting bodies in bags, man. If I'm not, I don't think I think he's only lost one game since he got put to losers. Yeah, I think he's only lost one game.
I believe his sets before losers finals were all, like undefeated. So we shall see here again a 2-0 up on Danny. This is wild to think about for sure. And then Danny, of course, but this is where we saw him do last game, right? He was very much in control of this point battle. Killed off Gish real quick, but it didn't matter. Gish came roaring back, able to take down the 2-3 comeback.
Yeah. Let's see. We're going the distance so far. Can Danny clap it back in this third game here on the first side of Grand Finals and gets the mix-up? Let's see. Should be able to kill here. Keep it simple. Little B&B action.
Yeah, he's got the Go Tanks assist if he wants it. There it is for the last bit of extension he needs to make sure this Go Tanks goes good night.
Yeah, this Go Tanks is going nowhere. He's done.
My goodness, well calculated from Danny. Look at that, almost still a whole bar to his name as well. This team is efficient. That attempt, and again, Danny just looking to make Gish come to him at this point, right? He's got the assist advantage. He knows Gish is going to have to come to him because he's at a life deficit as well. It's exactly where Danny is at his best and most comfortable.
Nice. Continue to get locked down. Oh my god, does this connect? It does not. Gets the jump block right there. Danny. All right, it only took 2 losses to turn on the Danny factor this time.
Yeah, this is the Danny we're used to seeing after holding some L's for sure. Again, C assist extension. Gonna put enough damage that he's only got to spend 1 bar for the kill. Again, efficiency is the name of the game right now. This is a hood perfect.
Yeah, this is looking rough. We are going to the lab coat hood. All right, you gotta wear. Never mind, we're out of there.
Back to the Turtle School, the Herman School.
Nice.
Oh wow, what a block from Danny right there. That was a sick little instant air dash scheme when he landed, but he was ready for it. You already know what the extendos do for Danny. Gonna bring him to the corner. How is the sparking gonna get used to?
I don't know. You gotta expect the spark bait here, and Danny is just playing at that range where he's like, nope, don't spark. You're not allowed. There it is. Finally, as soon as he saw the assist committed, he went for it.
Chaozu is the best friend possible for cutting off the EX punches like that, bro. Like, he was about to get the lead, it's sparking or not. Yeah, Gish gonna cash out that level 3. Well, Danny Spark now. This Go Tanks is a huge part of his game plan, but the disciplined Dragon Rush tech instead, yeah. After getting jailed, but no, tries to super dash a little bit preemptively. Gish, though, he spent the last bit of bar on that held vanish combo. He can't get the kill. Wow, what a response to the punches, the armor right there. Ridiculous.
So good. God, and now Danny again fighting back. This Tien has been putting in work, and as soon as I say that, 1-800 commentators curse kicks in. Gish is going to be losing this Tien, and we're going to game 4.
Call the hotline. For a small fee, your opponent will drop all their combos for you at the next tournament you play it. Level 3 for the kill. Danny on the board here. Think you're going to reset me 3-0? Not in this lifetime, fam.
Yeah, no shot. We're not ending it like that. Oh no, it's not a 3-0. We gotta get that fixed. It's a 2-1. 2-1. Surprise!
We were talking a lot about a potential 3-0, but as you can see, it is highlighted. Danny does put a W on the board here. Not gonna let the reset happen just yet. Gish is gonna have to earn 1 more W if we're all knotted up. Danny, of course, if he can get this 3-game sweep comeback, I mean, it just adds to the legend.
Yeah, dude, Danny has to be put on the ropes in order to give us a show. He knows the Fight Nights is here for that reason, and we gotta see it happen. And we gotta see the distance.
See, indeed, the Go Tanks very prevalent here tonight. As Jake talked about earlier, definitely a very strong character post-patch. Was a very strong character pre-patch, but now I think more people are recognizing.
Yeah, and the thing is too is his bug got removed. Like one of his main bugs got removed. He can actually stagger with his 4 LLs now, and that's that's a huge piece of his pressure. And then he's got the new beam extensions that reduce some of the the execution barrier. So when you make the execution easier, the character is gonna raise in power level, and obviously
And
I
usage
do-
rate, too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you reduce the difficulty, and it's like, oh, okay, all these tools this character has is pretty low.
All right, and Danny here in control once again. He did take a nice little licking here to start this point battle, though not as free as it has been before. But as soon as you get locked down by that, the cell assist, good luck blocking, bro.
Yeah, it's so hard. Oh, and the mix-up!
He knew he was going to down tech buttons. Danny staying strong with that one.
Yeah, so good. Barrier comes up, and
Nice.
immediately, yeah, so good on the secures there.
Level 3 it up once again.
Show me the float. The Goku floats.
With the mix gonna be. Oh, try it with the low. Good block from Danny this time. Oh, the hater reflect got punished, but Gish not ready for a full conversion.
Yeah,
Now
good
go
stuff.
With the re-jump combos here.
Easy
Gonna get-
peasy.
You're gonna get her out, perhaps?
Yep, C assist into the level 3 from Cell, more than likely. No, goes into the Gotenks. Feels
Yeah,
more
he's
comfortable
one of
with
the
him on
healthiest
point.
character on there.
Yeah.
The multi-hits on the jump L. There's the stagger pressure you were talking about with the 4L, holding back. Trying to catch Gish, maybe taking his turn a little bit too early.
Yeah, I tried to. Oh, I thought he could get a. No, he can't get a punish there. He's not negative enough, but he gets to take his turn right back. Let's see what the pressure is. And there it is. Gish is the first person to reflect that against Danny today. So that's an important part of the matchup. Not getting a free mix-up off the lab code anymore.
Oh, smoked him with the scream beam. Knocked him down yet again here. Built a bar as well with the stomp out. Didn't need it, but it's nice to have here as Gish down to just the TN. Danny has made some big adjustments in this set. Catches him on the other side right there. Just waits for the cell. You can see he's a veteran of this team. Knows when stuff is going to hit and where it's going to lead the opponent. Wow, slides on out of the DMs. Not even into him. That's when you see all the red flags. You're like, I'm out, fam. Throw up the rock yet again. The level 3 here to do some nice damage to the lab coat. Oh, and the Dodon Ray prevents the offense from Danny. That fadeaway falling Dodon Ray catches so many people trying to approach when Tien is about to land.
Yeah, it's so hard. Oh, and the double beam comes out. The cell beam into the scream is insane.
Double beam dream right there, straight up. Now Gish here, he's making the most of this sparking time. So much bar to his name. Dropped the level 3 on Cell. What are we gonna follow it up with? Oh, what a block from Danny right there, and he immediately sparks up as well, trying to chase him down. The elbow, great stuff right there, suffocating Gish offensively as soon as he took his turn off the sparking activation. Trying to extend this as long as possible here. Level 1 into the level 3.
But the animation, is he gonna live?
One of the worst level 3s, though, while the opponent's in sparking. You build back a lot of life, but limit break plus sparking, still deaded.
God, and now 2-2 on the board, just like that. Turn it around. Like I said, likely going the distance, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Danny down, but not out.
The intel, bro. He has earned the right to be in the 3 out of 5 promised land. He has gathered 2 games of intel on his opponent. He has used those to tie this set up. Now, can Gish respawn? Will those extra games of intel for him, having the luxury of getting 4 full games of intel now with the 2 games of winning and now the 2 games losing, if he can maybe make some adjustments he needs to force a reset.
Yeah, and I mean, Gish it was on a razor's edge, right? He's got the 2 games. He had 2 games to figure it out, and I feel like Danny is now firing on all cylinders. It's all thrown out the window as we go into Game 5, potential last game of the night. God.
Indeed. Here, the PlayStation tournaments and the Fight Nights for Dragon Ball FighterZ. It could potentially be in the books with us crowning Danny like we do time and time again. But right now, Gish trying to change that story. As you mentioned before, can the coup be completed?
Yeah, let's see. And again, even if you win this match right here, you got to do it one more time. Oh my God, no punish.
That's the scary part for Gish 100% is that this dub here only earns him one more set. The cross of elbow. That was nasty, bro. Yo, just hitting the assist. It kind of protected Gotenks from having to take that jump normal initially, but still.
Oh yeah. Now full extension, good stuff from Gish. Active switch into the Goku. Yep. And the level 3 gets the knockdown.
That is quite an extension he has. Now Danny here back against the wall. He's been very disciplined. Oh my goodness, the perfect attack. He almost got killed for that. Oh no, free super dashes here. Gish has been on point with his 2 H's. We've even seen when it's not from full screen, he is ready. Oh, baits out, but doesn't get a full punish. But again, Danny, he's relying on these super dashes a little bit too much right now. Gish is very patient, waiting and reacting properly.
Man, nice extension. Oh my god, I thought that was going to get both of them. But again, it was a super dash starter, so it's incredibly difficult.
Danny, yeah, bringing the TN back in for the Dragon Rush. Efficient with the kill here, just 1 bar. Man, there we go. What a bounce back from Gish here in Game 5. We get on the verge of a reset. Danny down a character here. He's got to make this comeback, but if he does, that is the entire tournament in the books, but it's not looking likely. Oh my goodness, what in the world turned around? The spin, the omnidirectional hitbox on that bad boy. Catching Gish, trying to take it from behind.
Yeah, now the lockdown level 3. Danny may be down a character, but I think you forced the spark here from Gish. Does Gish hold this? No, he just wakes up level 3!
Wow, works. And I mean, he's gonna have to get the lab coat out if he wants to recover that blue life as well, because there is no sparking to do so. But he's not trying to be linear about this though. Oh, and in that moment, he was trying to be disciplined. He wasn't trying to get his cell 2H for free on a raw attack, but in that moment of hesitation, he gets Dragon Rushed.
God, and now Danny with just the cell on anchor. Oh my god, if it starts with this perfect attack, I'm gonna lose it. Absolutely dominating Gotenks. Let's see.
He's gonna keep that meter in his back pocket, and the Dragon Rush. You do it to me, I do it to you, bro. Danny now killing off this Gotenks without a meter spent. And you gotta watch out these cell damage starters. He immediately reflects the Chaozu. Yeah, he's looking. He wants to block something and then let the perfect attack rip. Ooh, the Chaozu gets interrupted. Quick little spark. Doesn't confirm that combo though. Oh, Vanish on the other side. Holds it for the punish. Yeah, Danny wanted the easy way out, but he's not gonna get it. Instead, he's gonna get a forced reset. 3-2 from Gish. We got a whole new ball game.
Oh yeah, we're going straight into the next set. First person, I think, to ever reset on Danny, because Danny's come from the loser side before,
Yes.
but the first reset we're going to be seeing here in a 3-2 fashion. So,
Wow,
God,
wow.
yeah, we're going the distance, set 2.
Well done, and they took it to the limit in that first set as well. Danny bringing it back after going down 2-0. This is what we talked about, right? These games of intel going back and forth. This time it was Gish that was able to get enough adjustments in play for that Game 5 to force a new reset. And now this is all starting over again, right? They each have those 5 games of intel. We'll see how they kind of approach these first few interactions in the Grand Finals reset.
Yeah. Grand Finals reset. And again, no changes here. We're going straight back into it. Danny's the one who, oh God, the stamina needed for this. Like, he's the one who had to push it back to a 2-2. And now we're going straight into the next match. No break, no nothing. To get, this is the, like, I think this is one of the second reset we're seeing for the Fight Nights for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Because Danny did the first one, and now Danny is receiving the second one.
And yeah, it's wild, man. Gish really having the tournament of his PlayStation tournament's life right now. Definitely the best we've ever seen him play. And right now, he's the one that gets the first attack off in this reset as well.
Yeah, so good. Gish is not slowing down, dude.
That's right. He's got to have a lot of confidence built from taking down Danny in a 3 out of 5 set. I mean, I don't think that's ever been done before. I mean, when Danny did lose and go to that loser's bracket, I believe it was still in the 2 out of 3 territory. I could be misremembering, but nonetheless, Gish striking first blood here. Oh, not quite. He can't get the kill off on Cell. Yo, oh, he got...
Ooh.
Okay, the TN is
Yeah,
gone.
the drop. God.
Guard cancel, gets him out of dodge.
Oh,
Yo,
the
the
2H.
2H.
Wow, Gish is on fire right now, dude.
Yeah, not even on the vanish, but the jump to M, taking advantage of the teleport property. He's like, it might as well be one. Oh my goodness, and then the dive kick catching the attempted chase down from Danny's lab coat. Yeah, he's really feeling like he's got all the answers right now. No confirm off that clash sequence. Unfortunate. That was going to be a lot of damage if he did.
God. Now Danny getting a little bit of health back too on the command grab. The important stuff. These enders at this point, and the little bit of health you're going to be able to get is huge. Tried to jump. Gish got caught with the boot.
Stomped him out that time. Danny definitely, I think, conditioning him a little bit to check for the overhead. And Nova trying to get out. Austin for it. Oh, with the elbow from the long distance. Can't get a confirm off of it, but still gonna make Danny think twice, and he's not thinking at all. Instead, he's dragon rushing.
All right, and that will be a kill right here. Is only gonna have to spend the 1 bar, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Perfect damage. Good stuff.
Great efficiency from Danny. And you need that, right? With the lab coat nerfs on the meter build, you want to make sure every bar counts for its most effectiveness. Wow, double on the barrier, and then the super dash at the end. Oh my lord, that broke my soul a little bit.
We're playing Dragon Ball.
For real, son.
That's what we're doing. That was
That was like Mike with the hang time, that's for sure.
we say that was an ambitious scramble. That's what that was. That was very decisive. There was a lot of decisions made in that time frame.
Oh,
Lockdown, Danny. Oh my God, IAD buttons. All classical.
You can see he was working that low again too. He was doing a lot of stagger pressures with the 2 Ls, trying to make sure that Gish wasn't going to block the next overhead, and he did not. Lockdown here. He's got the sparking available as well. I was gonna say as soon as he gets on defense, he's gonna do it, but no respect on the spin. You thought Chaozu could tame her? Nah. The streets is watching. The streets is talking. Oh no. Can't get a big confirm there. Gish, he knows any hit's gonna lead into significant damage on this lab coat, and the Dragon Rush is the way he's gonna do it.
Nice.
Big damage here. Oh, puts her on life support. Oh, the reflect gets snatched. Danny now down to just the go tanks. Gish got plenty of meter to do some big damage as well.
Yeah. Oh my God. And again, it's down to the wire in this first game. 100 seconds. I feel like we keep going the distance no matter what.
The him Dodon Ray, bro. The falling Ray Beam also catching them again. Stagger pressure doesn't take advantage of the whiff there. They trade. Oh, and Danny believing in the go tanks.
Nice. Level 3. Boom. Very good stuff. Just like that. 1-0 lead in the reset for Danny.
Bouncing back here. Trading wins back and forth here. We saw Gish able to get that 3-2 reset, but now going the way of Danny here to open up the reset. Will Gish bounce back? Are we going to go to a game 10? It's potentially.
Game 10 would be amazing. It'd be the first game 10 that we'd have, and I mean, these games are all going the distance, Ringe. It's kind of nuts, right? Like, we are going to 100 seconds, down to the wire. It's neck and neck both ways. Like, God, I don't even know what else to say. It's such good Dragon Ball that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, you can tell both these players want this double live. Gish looking to take down one of his tournament demons in the form of Danny, and they're both doing so with such disciplined play. We see when Danny tries to take the easy way out with the super dashes, any type of autopilot neutral, Gish is ready with the 2 H's. And same could be said for Gish. Any type of autopilotness, it's going to get punished by Danny. Both of these players are just too good to do that on.
Yeah, playing too sharp. You have to be even better than that. Consistency will show.
He does get away with a start of the route super dash.
Sometimes you just gotta commit, all right? You just
No, you got away with that first one. Don't go to the well so quickly after.
He did it again. He did it again. Oh my god, the
Danny,
super
yeah.
dashes.
He's showing a lot of aggressiveness with the super dashes early on.
Cut loose.
Oh, clear the screen. I like that right there, covering the approach with the blast to the ground.
Nice. Down we go. Ooh, and the empty jump low. Okay, Danny, I see you.
He showed him a button in the air, too. Made him think that he was going to have to block an overhead. That was gross.
All right, gonna get the extension here. No, didn't opt to use the assist. I think he could have gone for the kill. Doesn't matter, but no, didn't believe in the hit. And that is going to be huge, Danny. Going to be sustaining a ton of damage here, but the most important part is that Gish got out, saved the spark, saved the Go Tanks.
Yeah, Danny, he needed to have faith there. He just didn't think Gish was going to get hit. He tried to reset his pressure, go with the sequence he had already planned out. And my man Gish was already committed to an option as well, pressing those buttons on hit.
Oh, yeah. See, assist comes out, and the command grab, using your own beam against you after you reflected. You thought you were safe.
Covering the air, covering the ground as well with the Celestis afterwards. That's why Gish didn't like the look of that. Sparked out, but you can't confirm the hit. No whip reflect bait. But my goodness, Danny, the chaotic high tempo pace, able to make the most out of it.
Floated right on over, man. Down we go. Level 3? No, it doesn't come out. Let's see. Stomp? I think. No, goes for this. And doesn't have the rolling crush, but again, the 50-50 is still potent. Maybe goes for an empty jump DR. You gotta be so careful here. Just goes for the people's elbow. And the DR is tech. Shoulder tackle? No shot. There it is! I can feel it in my bones, Ringe.
Yeah, it was just a moment later, right? Like Gish knew he wasn't gonna immediately go for it. Let Danny get comfortable just long enough to get got by it. Very smart timing from Gish.
Gish right there. Let's see how you deal with this knockdown. There it is. They're been holding on to that mix-up this entire time, and you get the confirm, by the way. Sick
That
combo.
was gross. That was
Sick.
gross for sure.
Disgusting combo. Disgusting Ringe.
Oh
my
jumps
God.
over, but this cancel into the super dash catches Danny.
Oh, man. Oh, no, the Ghost Connect. Gish, oh, got caught by the spin? No way.
We all get got by this spin eventually.
Saw the answers in the orb. Oh,
It's always been the spin.
good block on the Dodon, right? Exactly. It's just transcended characters. What is the spin of your game? And that is going to be a dead Go Tanks. Danny, 2 characters away. This is dead even again. Damn.
It
Oh.
is, man. Like barely any difference in life and
Dude.
meter. Both of these
Dude.
players. Oh, from long distance gets the counter hit. Gish tried to start up with something to defend himself, but it was just too late. This TN though, he's been a star of the show, been the MVP for Gish tonight.
Yeah, really good stuff. God, oh. And now it's an anchor versus anchor, the most even it could be. There's only a meter lead, but barely on the side of Gish as we do it. TN versus Go Tanks. God, are we? Is this gonna be every game? Is this gonna be every game? We're just like, yeah.
This feels like we're approaching the sub 99 seconds as well.
Oh, he tried to get them. Oh, he had the hit after. No 2H. Goes for the 2M, trying to catch him jumping again. 6S. Let's see. Where's the armor? You have to be so careful of the armor. That's where Gish has been able to get a majority of these starting hits. He tried. What was the counter hit on?
Not believing in the hits here.
Watch out. You gotta be so careful of the chop. Oh, Super Dash works out. Do you get the full extension here? Nice. Into the level 3. Interesting. I think he could have vanished and kept that combo going. But again, just keep it simple. You have that 1 extra bar. Are we going to do the EX Beyblade mix back at you? Let's see. Oh,
No,
crouch.
safe jump? Yeah, into the crouch. Beautiful stuff from Danny, not getting got. Remembering the old school right there.
You got to crouch. You got to crouch down, yeah.
Like it's like a Mortal Kombat throw, baby. Just duck.
Yeah, you got to get out of there. Duck and throw. 2-0 lead. Danny putting Gish in the situation that he was in the first set. Let's see,
Man,
Gish. Do you
bruh.
have what it takes?
If we get the 2-0 from Danny in the reset and then Gish brings it back 2-2, this is definitely like the greatest grand finals we've seen at PlayStation tournaments for Dragon
Oh,
Ball.
absolutely, absolutely. Somebody's
I think it already is, right? So I
Yeah.
guess, yeah, if that happens, then it's going to take it to another level.
They are really going up to bat and showing that we are at the pinnacle of the PlayStation Fight Nights. That's where we're at. It's so funny because Fathership is watching and it's like, please no game 10. Don't do it. We're good. Danny, close it out. And I'm whispering in Gish's ear and I'm like, more games, more violence. Give it to us.
The little demon on his shoulder.
It just Super Dash again, Danny.
Dragon Ball will never end, Danny.
It'll never end.
Here we go. We got this now. Grand Finals. Danny up 2-0 here. He is on tournament point after being reset by Gish 3-2.
Oh,
Gish,
no.
maybe all the gamer juice is out the body. Maybe it's been expended.
Dude, I love the beam into the beam confirmed. It cracks me up every time. And the Dragon Rush, this should be a dead character. 2-touch city population use. Go tanks will be no more as long as we get a proper extension here. No, we're not able to get anything out off of the lab coat. I'm surprised. There had to be a better route there. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, the fake elbow instead of real elbow. That was messed up.
Never mind. You know what, Danny? You route however you want.
The jump out, you can recognize the spacing on that crouch M, but trying to get away with a super dash one too many times. Gish ready.
Yeah, that was the same side super dash too, so really like good reaction from the side of Gish. I think I'm gonna go off on a limb here. I think he was just 2H'ing the cross out, but that's just me. Oh, the raw tag, no punish.
Danny catching a huge break on that one. Gets the re-jump going here, trying to take Gish to this corner.
Ooh, super dash does connect. Goes straight through the beam. It was the opposite of the time where the dive kick got caught by the C assist. This time the super dash was the right answer. That was actually really interesting interaction. Again, no assist. He has to stagger this up as long as possible. Just look at the Go Tank C assist. It takes so long, even with the buff, but it doesn't matter. Dragon Rush does connect. Not going to be a kill here, but it's a one-touch against Gish. Gish, I think you saved the spark for Tien, honestly. Tien has been the money character, and that's what he's doing.
The take Dragon Rush again. Danny just running it right back for the open up. He's going to kill with here the C assist. He's going to keep the lab code on point. Yeah, it looks like it let her handle the business, potentially take the tournament for Danny.
Oh, yeah. It is time. Nice. Oh, my God.
Right now, though, Gish making the most out of that spark. He's been doing it time and time again with this Tien.
Yeah, and again, like I said, saving the spark for the Tien is the answer. Not using it on the Blue Goku. Understanding where to put the eggs. This is the basket.
Oh no! Backdash getting caught by the super dash, but no, I don't know what that was. Just straight from the North Star to the ground. Catches Danny on the dome.
That was a Nani moment.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Tien came in and did a full U-turn. He showed us all the vectors. That was insane. Again, the super dash. Dude, super dash is the answer. That's how you beat Danny. You just super dash.
Oh my God.
No sparking. He's dead. He's dead. I think he's dead. No way.
It should be close here.
Nobody dropped it. Please spark.
Get another chance here.
Oh, he super dashed again.
Oh, and then he super dashed back at him. Nobody has an answer.
Remember the bell curve?
Yeah, for real. We have made it to the other side. Firmly planted.
Just super dash.
Just 2H to super dash.
No more sparking available.
4 bars, both sides dead even. Couldn't be more even. Oh, and the overhead into the overhead, and it is over and done with Danny with the 3-0 in the reset, taking down Gish. Gish had that game, but one drop, one opportunity. That's all it took for Danny, and Danny is your champion of the Fight Nights once again. He's got 7 under his belt. God.
Yeah, we harken back, right? A player the caliber of Danny, you cannot give them more opportunities than they deserve. He got one more opportunity than he deserved in that match, and that resulted in the tournament coming to a close. Tremendous stuff from our reigning defending champion yet again.
God, that was such a good set and such a good bracket. We're going to take a quick look at how all the action shook up as we see that Danny overcame in a Grand Finals reset. Was 3-2 into a 3-0, so Danny did not like going to the loser side of thing. All it took was the loser's power up to get it done, and shout outs to all of our other competitors that moved on through, and our top 4, Danny, Gish, Randy, RP, and Ryu, man.
Yeah, super sick bracket today from start to finish. I like seeing Moves On as well, one of the newer faces in the building. Glad to see Critical Strike back as well. All these players put on a hell of a show today. It was a wonderful PlayStation tournament Fight Nights for Dragon Ball, as per usual, man.
Yeah, it's the cream of the crop, the tippy top. We always get to see the best play. And Danny, this is the furthest we've seen him pushed. And as soon as he got that reset, it was like old Danny came out the 3-0. And, you know, you could come out to these tournaments as well. If you go to the compete.playstation.com, I almost forgot. I saw too much competing at playstation.com. I was losing my mind. But that's where you can go ahead and lose it in the brackets. That's where you can go ahead and show it all. Show your 2H into DP. Show me everything you got. Negative frames are a suggestion, but this isn't a suggestion. This is an order. You got to join that Discord, because that is where you're going to be able to talk about all of the matches. Like, if you're not in the Discord already, I don't understand. Like, that's where you're going to see where everybody's playing. That's where you're going to see the news for the tournaments. That's where you're going to see the QR code right on the screen. You got to go ahead, scan that with your phone, whatever. If you have a flip phone, I don't know what's going on, but go ahead and try to scan it. I don't know where it'll take you. A strange place, exactly. But man, it's so good. And I mean, there's another event coming up, and these players, they often play on the grid, and I know spectators get upset about it. Ridge, talk to me.
The Street Fighter 6 PlayStation Cup, baby, going down July 29th, both for EU and NA. Tune in right here. PlayStation on Twitch, PlayStation Esports on YouTube. You know what it is, baby. Some of the finest players from their respective regions going to gather for some Street Fighter 6 action. The newest, hottest fighting game on the block. You already know where to find it, right here on PlayStation. And we got EVO coming up next week as well, starting Friday, August 4th, going through the 6th. This is the prime time of fighting games right now.
Oh yeah, this is the pinnacle of fighting games, the #1 celebration that we're going to. And it feels like a renaissance, but just as we welcomed y'all in, sadly, we have to send you on your way. So Ringe, you know what to do. You know the drill.
Thanks for joining us, everybody, on another PlayStation Tournament Fight Nights. Until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and we'll see you very soon.
PlayStation